welcome you again to the Phil Sports Arena on this very special day here in the heart of volleyball. You know, Cignal HD could make a leap into the quarterfinals and remove the sting of having to be in the play-ins. But you know, ZUS Coffee, if the brew is right tonight, they could spring a few surprises and mess up our analysis of the team standings, which we hope will not happen because it's so complicated, but it will be sorted out after today. I'm sure, Lexi, the players are raring to go here today.
Well, absolutely, Sev. You know, Vanny earlier, she gave me a fist bump. Everything's good. She feels good about tonight's game. The same way it goes, as you said, hopefully the brew is right for the ZUS Thunderbelles. And so the same goes for Chaitra Koso, as she told me that she feels good about this do-or-die mentality because this match is as crucial as ever.
Well, it's a very simple format. No matter what you do, you should not lose. That's right. Why we've got Ayala Estraniero with us here today. And, you know, you don't want to lose no matter what the format
Right.
is.
I mean, you get one more chance to be in the quarterfinals. You have to give it your all in every match for both teams.
Okay, let's take a look at where everybody is. Earlier today, we already had Group 2 completing their business. But you take us through this, please.
Again, just to remind everyone, in the play-in tournament, only the top team for each group will move forward to the quarterfinals. So Cherry Tigo earlier, that win against Farm Fresh allowed them to secure that slot for the quarterfinals. They are at 8 seeds, so they will play against Creamline. Meanwhile, for Group 1, Cignal versus ZUS, Cignal coming into this match with an advantage because they won against Capital One. So they only need this win against ZUS to move forward to the quarterfinals to play against Petrogas. But ZUS, this is their first match, their first chance to stay alive. So I'm pretty much sure that they are very much hungry and eager to get the win.
I told you it will be easy when Ayel explains it. Then, of course, you know, we take a look at the team called ZUS Coffee. They're beginning to like each other, getting used to playing together. In fact, when they met Cignal the last time around, they took one set away from Cignal. They've got some players that are worth looking at and following in this particular team.
Well, one of their newest addition this conference, Chaitra Koso, put up a big performance against PLDT. She tallied her career high of 20 points. Roncoso has been an important piece to the offense of ZUS this conference. So we can expect Mondoñedo to rely on her a lot today. But, you know, Cignal for sure got their eyes locked in on Troncoso as well. So she will be very much tested today.
Okay. And another player worth looking at, you know, I tried it in the airport in Iloilo. Tumabi ako kay Thea Gagate. Big mistake. I look like a libero kahit ang taba-taba ko. Thea Gagate, we have great things that we expect from her.
Oh, that's right. Gagate continues to be a threat on the net. That's her strength. Blocking, if you're an attacker, you would want to avoid Gagate because blocking is a given. But the challenge for ZUS today is how can they set her up and maximize her offensive strength. They will need a lot of that, knowing that Cignal is one of the great blocking teams in this conference.
You know what I love about our courtside reporters is how they can get into the mood of the teams. Even if they're just watching there, they're getting an idea of how the teams are thinking. How is ZUS Coffee for this particular game?
You know, before I talk about that, that's also the same thing that I love about my job. It's because I get to talk to them, you know, more than the stories. It's also about getting to the feel of the atmosphere in the dugouts. But, you know, just a quick side story. You know, the ZUS Thunderbelles, they noticed that playing with less pressure is what works for them. I got to speak with Dolly Versosa, who took the spotlight for Julia Angeles, who was recovering from an old injury because, you know, her MCL got triggered on their last game in Iloilo, and that is why Dolly Versosa took in that spot. And that's why, you know, this time around for the ZUS Thunderbelles, we're happy to see more of Julia Angeles, and hopefully that will spark the plug for them as well.
Yung nasa likod ho ni Lexi, bodyguard na ho yan. Yung very important person ho yan.
We're very thankful for them.
Pag-usapan po natin. Kasi matagal na marami nagtatanong sa akin, sino yung mga nakatayo na yan? Mga bodyguard ho yan ng mga courtside reporter ho namin. Ngayon pag-usapan natin yung Cignal. Ang Cignal maraming pinagdaanan as a team, changes, player movements, players leaving, but they're still here and they're very much in competition.
And that speaks a lot about their system that they have established. But again, they are being challenged, the reason why they are in the play-in tournament right now. But one of the key players that has stepped up for them in their first game against Capital One in the play-in tournament has been Roslyn Doria Aquino, being one of the veterans left in Cignal,
Yeah.
much is expected on Dore Aquino, and against Capital One, she did step up, 18 big points, her career high as well, just like Troncoso, and there's a shortage of middle blockers in Cignal, so there's really no room for Roslyn Dore Aquino and Jack Acuna for a slow start or a bad game. They need to get their offense going and blocking right away.
Right away, no? Huh? You know, last game I watched the Cignal play against Capital One. There was a spotlight. They had a close-up on Vanny Gandler when they were showing her 11 points pa lang si Gandler. Napaganon siya. Yeah. And before you know it, 21 points na pala si Vanny in that game.
Oh, well, that's right, because Vanny Gandler has fully embraced that she is the go-to player of Cignal, and her numbers speaks about her consistency.
Oh.
17.5 points per match, that's a lot of points for her, and this is how Cignal will win, with Vanny Gandler contributing that much big points and with her playing with a lot of confidence.
Okay, let's see anong meron naman sa Cignal. Anong bulong-bulungan nila dyan?
Walang bulong-bulungan for that. I wanna thank-
Malakas ha? So, sinigawan ka ha? Okay.
Itong kwento na to, hindi to masyadong sigaw, Sir 7 IL. But, you know, I want to take the story back on, the spotlight back on Rose Doria, because she told me that, you know, her game last week, her career high of 18 points, inalay niya pala to sa lolo niya who just passed away last week. And that lolo also got buried just last Saturday. So, condolences to Rose Doria and the rest of the family. But, you know, on the brighter side of things, Coach Shaq, I got to speak with him as well. And there are 3 things that they're just really, really focusing on. And that is just reps, runs, and rhythms. And that 3 things, hopefully, that will book them a ticket to the quarterfinals.
Okay, don't you have a question for everyone?
Yes, I have a question for our Filipinas Live poll listeners and watchers. But of course, that's all open for the PVL fans. And our question for the day is, which team will shine on serve reception? Is it the Cignal HD Spikers? On your screens, it's Ichi Lalong Isip. There's lots of reception known from the Cignal HD Spikers, so you can choose on the live stream down below. Is it the Cignal HD Spikers or the ZUS Coffee Thunderbelles? Or you can also join in the conversation using the hashtag PVL2025. Now, 7IL, are you ready? Are you ready to toss that ball onto the screen?
Yeah, I'm ready
Very
to
much ready.
spin it and get this game going. We are just about ready. It's going to be ZUS against Cignal here in the heart of volleyball in the PVL.
Starting libero is number 16, Dawn Katindi.
Yung leadership style ni Ate Don is very vocal. Siya yung leader na siya mismo yung lalapit pag may nakitang need i-work on sa'yo. Hi Ate Don! Saludo sa'yo! Ate Don's role sa team is very important. Every time out siya yung isa sa mga nagiging coaches namin na nagiging vocal and nag-feed sa amin ng technical and nag-motivate sa amin kung ano yung gagawin sa loob. Like pag nawawala na kami, siya yung sabi, balik lang tayo, bawi lang. With her words, na-motivate kami and nalilift up yung bawat isa. Lalo na sa pasas, expertise niya, depensa, tsaka service receive. Parang siya mismo yung magtuturo ng form. Kapag may nakita siya na small things na need i-work on, kahit saan, kahit sa setter pa man, spiker, or sa receiver, kahit anong position. And siya yung nag-i-initiate ng mga like group activities or team bonding para mas mag-gel yung team namin. Iba yung Ate Don inside ng court, iba yung Ate Don na outside ng court. So parang mas nakilala ko si Ate Don na hindi pala siya mahirap lapitan. Pwede kang mag-open sa kanya ng kahit anong bagay and mapapayuhan ka niya in life din. Isang trait na gusto ko matutunan and makuha ko kay Ate Don, nagiging leader, lalo na in crucial moments. Paano niya hinahandle kapag nasa down moments yung team? Paano niya hinahandle kapag may problem? Don Katindig is everything. Nasa kanya na lahat eh. Yun na yun. That's all. Period.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Phil Sports Arena for the continuation of the play-in tournament. This is match number 76 between the ZUS Coffee Thunderbelles and the Cignal HD Spikers. And now let's meet our officials for this match. Our first referee, Josie Del Rosario, international referee. The second referee is Joy De Imus, Asian international referee. And now let's meet the starters. First for the ZUS Coffee Thunderbelles. Center from the College of St. Benil, number 8, team captain Juan Montañedo. Middle blocker also from Benil, number 1, Mitch Gamit. Middle blocker from De La Salle University, number 3, Thea Gagate. Outside spiker from Central Philippines University, number 5, Chai Troncoso. Opposite hitter from Benil, number 9, Dale Pascual. Outside spiker from the National University, number 10, Chini Arroyo. Starting libero from the Colegio de San Juan de Letran, number 6, Juju Angeles. Head coach for ZUS Coffee is Jerry Yee. And now the starters for the Cignal HD Spikers. Middle blocker from the National University, number 2, Rose Doria Aquino. Opposite hitter from the Far Eastern University, number 4, Joe Fernandez. Outside spiker from the Ateneo de Manila University, number 5, Benny Gendler. Outside spiker from Adamson University, number 6, Ishi Lalungisip. Middle blocker from NU, number 11, Jackie Acuna. Center from FEU, number 22, Chel Cayuna. Starting libero from De La Salle University, number 16, team captain, Don Macandili Catindig. Head coach for Cignal is Jack De Los Santos.
And we are just about ready to put the ball into play. First, a review of the ladies who will begin this match. Ayan.
There you go for ZUS Coffee. Their usual 6, but there are some changes here. Gail Pascual starting for their squad today. She played in the 4th set in their game against Cignal. So she didn't have much exposure in their first game in the preliminaries against Cignal. But for Cignal HD Spikers, the same 6 for them in their game against Capital One. But let's see if the adjustment here for ZUS Coffee can change things up. Pascual only played in the first set against PLDT.
Again, as you pointed out at the top of the telecast, Cignal, a win here secures them a battle against Petro. They will emerge as the 7th seed. And Petrogas waiting in the wings as well. Well, Creamline, they know who they're going to play already. They're going to go up against Cherry Tigo. That will be a best of 3 series. Lots of volleyball for everybody, and that's really great. Cignal on the board already with their first point.
Cignal would really want to start strong here. They want to secure that quarterfinal slot, but Zaki Acuna giving away the first point to ZUS.
Our 2 referees, very able. It's not because it's Women's Month. It has nothing to do with that. The international referee, Jocelyn Del Rosario, and of course, the very able Joy De Imos is the 2nd referee. In the meantime, Gandler gets her point going on the board with Cignal's early lead at 2-1.
Again, we mentioned on top of the coverage, Vanny Gandler will be the main gunner here for the HD Spikers, starting things off with 2 points right away.
Biglang si Don ang pinaka-senior dito, no?
Right.
I've seen Don since the start of her college career. And in the meantime, there's Don with the dig. That one is very short on that attempt from Rochelle. Lalangisip.
And this is what Cignal has to be careful with their errors, because the 2 points of ZUS right now came off the errors of Cignal. So for Cignal, they don't want to give ZUS a lot of help.
Here's Chai Troncoso rather. Chai's serve is in play. Vanny got to it. Cayuna hustles for it. Fernandez with a cut shot. Although you feel that she may have wanted to spike it. Catindig sets this up. The strike is still in play. Nice set. And it's long, however, on the attack.
Too high there for Pascual.
And let's send it quickly to Lexi. What do you have?
Well, whether it's a crucial game day, a crucial matchup or not, there really is no more room for an off game day for both of these teams. But most especially, that applies to player like Chai Troncoso. You see, their addition to the team is more than just the skills, but their winning mentality that traces back to when they first started volleyball. And this is what drives players like Chai. Chai told me that there's so much growth for her to look back at. And when she entered ZUS, that's the light at the end of the tunnel that gave her hope and a new beginning. And that's the kind of new beginning that's full of possibilities. Well, tonight she will continue to prove that she's exactly where she's meant to be, anchoring Coach Jerry's system with precision and composure. Back to you, 7AL.
Thank you very much, Lexi Rodriguez. In the meantime, there were 3 digs coming from Don Catindig before that ended with the successful score by ZUS.
Defense will be key here for Cignal. I mean, they have one of the best liberos in the country.
Yes.
Don Macandili Catindig, gamit there with a service error.
Papaluin sana eh. Titigin sana nito, naramdaman niyang outside, so wag na lang. Tatambling na lang ako.
Good read there for Don.
Nakesya na, tawa pagkatapos. Ang score ho natin 4-3. Medyo naipit ang ating scoreboard dito. Dagate. Yep, ayos na yung scoreboard. Cayuna sets this up. Fernandez unloads. Arroyo. Good dig on the floor by Gandler still at work. Cayuna sets this up. And still in play. Another long rally, as Boom Gonzalez will say. It's a rally alert, long rally alert. Cayuna, tibay talaga.
Yep.
Hello, Fernandez. Kakain muna ako. Tagal pa nito.
No one's giving up.
Wala.
No one.
Walang pipikit. Sabi mo nga, sabi nga ni Lexi, no tomorrows ito eh. And Gandler ending the madness, giving Cignal a 2-point lead.
But again, for both teams, they had to deal with a lot of attempts before Manny Gandler getting that point.
Actually, yan Yel, no? Masaya sa ating nanonood, pero pagod ang player niya. Hindi humihinga ang player niya.
Kaya importante ang endurance sa mga games na ganito.
Arroyo from the middle. Here comes Cayuna with the set. Goes to the other direction and gets that to bite. Cignal with a 3-point lead.
And this is the advantage of Cignal going into this game. They have a lot of offensive options. They have capable scorers. Lalong Isip could be a big help here for Manny Gandler.
And they have veterans who still make up the bulk, the core of this team. Here comes the set for Gagate with a wicked shot that finds its mark.
Meanwhile, for ZUS, this can be a game changer for them if they're able to set up Atea Gagate when she's in the front row. Again, she has the height and length advantage, so you would definitely want to maximize that.
Yes. Cayuna sets this. It's too long. And it is too much on that particular try by Rochelle. Nanggigigil si Rochelle sa umpisa. Mondoñedo serve in play. Cayuna prepares. Acuña. There's a tip. There's a dive. There's a save. Reverse on... alam ni Jen, hindi siya front row. Kaya tinapik niyang pataas. Kung hindi, dinownload na yun and it is outside.
Lalong Isip has been too good using the hands of her blockers to get points here. Let's take a second look at that. Even off the hands of Thea Gagate. Gagate was late in closing that one.
Yes. Cignal with a 2-point lead. Kombinasyon, may net touch ang tawag ni referee Joy Imus. Two referees agree.
Errors piling up here for Cignal in the start of the set, allowing ZUS to keep this one close.
Masyadong maraming freebie binibigay sa kabila, no, ha? In the meantime, it is close. 6 against 7 here. This serve by Arroyo. This is a deceptive play. Kept in very much play by Juju. And that drops. We're tied.
Lucky break there for ZUS. I mean, that wasn't the best sets going to Pascual, but then blockers were late. So Pascual got the advantage there. Floor defense wasn't prepared as well.
This serve. Gandler on the receiving end. Katindig makes it a set. Fernandez fires. Here comes the flight. And Katindig is like a wall on the floor. Tabi dyan, sabi ni Juju. Buhay pa yan kay Don. Madali yan.
Wow.
And Gandler hits it very short. ZUS Coffee is first at the technical timeout mark. We'll have a short break and come back to you wherever you are catching the heart of volleyball.
Na-miss niyo ba yung game namin? Kung na-miss niyo, subscribe na to our YouTube channel. Subscribe na!
Arena Plus, astig sa sports. As we welcome you anew to the Phil Sports Arena on this Tuesday night. officially. Of course, some of you may be watching this later on, Pilipinas Live, and we welcome you as well. Despite the brilliance of Don Katindig, there have been errors by Cignal, as you pointed out.
And so far, 5 out of the 8 points of the ZUS is coming from the errors of Cignal. We mentioned earlier, Cignal has to be careful with that because once ZUS Coffee finds the rhythm here, finds their offensive threats, Cignal could be in a dangerous position.
Sabi nga ni Lexi kanina, today is not a day for taking things lightly.
Right.
Gandler has now her 4th point of the match.
But Gandler hasn't slowed down at all, translating the momentum she had gotten in their first match in this play-in tournament against Capital One. 20 points for her in that match right now is the leading scorer so far for Cignal.
Alam mo si Vani, in her young career, suddenly I've heard all our other analysts say Vani has emerged as the heavy lifter for the Cignal team.
So much maturity over the years, but talking about maturity, well, that's one thing that Jel Cayuna has as a playmaker. Quick thinking on that one, pushing the ball to the corner pocket, making it difficult for ZUS to go for defense.
All set to serve is Lalong Isip. Napaka-Pilipino ng kanyang pangalan. Lalong Isip. Yan ang gusto kong pangalan.
Dalagang Pilipina.
Tatlong hari, Lalong Isip. Gagate will serve. Yung mga sociologists, alam nila yung mga istorya ng mga pangalan na ganyan Oh! Out! Tinatawagan po ang women's football team ng Philippines. Kung kulang ko kayo ng player, may suggestion ho kami rito.
No, but we heard it from here. Don was shouting the name of Ichi Lalong Isip, asking her to commit for the first ball, but miscue towards the end.
Cayuna, Gandler, who's been averaging 17.5 points per outing. Strong Coso fires away. Here's the set for Gandler.
Oh, good dig.
Good reception by Gagate. Jerome Coso. Katindig says, I'm still here. Cut shot. Mondoñedo sets on the reverse. It's too long.
They are asking for a check.
Yes, mukhang meron. Referee Jocelyn rather says check ball. Will they challenge?
Nope, ZUS gets the point.
Wala. We play on.
Yeah. A lot of long rallies. Both teams very known for scrappy defense.
11-9 ang score natin. ZUS ang lamang. Sino ang nag-time out? Ang Cignal. Makinig tayo.
Kailangan consistent tayo sa service natin. Receive muna, ha? Tapos yung atake, kailangan tumaas yung percentage. Okay, and then attack over lang tayo, okay? Sige, tsagain nyo muna, ha? Tsaga sa basa.
Hinga.
Dalawa lang yan. Tara. Let's error lang ha. Tuloy-tuloy tayo.
Let's go! Smile, sorry. Sigal! Asa!
Well, you heard that time out loud and clear. Dalawa lang yan. And hinga.
Coach Chuck also saying consistency. That's gonna be the key word here for Cignal because of the amount of errors they already committed.
Taya Gagate on the service area. Cayuna setting this up. Good shot by Acuna, but still in play. Oh, that's a lethal shot, but kept very much alive. And it's down on the floor, and Gandler scores a huge hit five.
You have to give half of that point to Don Makadili Katindig with such a beautiful save there. Right?
Whoa,
she has kept a lot of rallies alive here for Cignal to have an opportunity to score.
I've always believed that Don Makadili Katindig has had a happy childhood. Nung bata yan, gumugulong sa kwarto sa bahay yan. Una ng binabalibol, mga kaibigan. Such a outstanding libero.
Right.
In the meantime, naiskoran pa. Nakahiga na sa ere, naiskoran pa. 6 points, and Gandler has tied this count.
And this is why a lot of people have noticed, the growth of Vanny Gandler because of the likes of attacks that she did in that sequence. You know that she's really thinking, finding for the right angles.
Against Capital One, she hit 38.5% of her attempts. In the meantime, in play, but down and out, and the lead changes hands. The Cignal gets its groove going.
And so far after that timeout, Cignal playing more consistently here, finding a better flow from offense to defense.
Galing ni Jet kayo sa fake na sa set ng open, tapos biglang isisibat eh.
And that's why she's a #1 setter so far this conference.
Oh! And Jerry looks away. And he calls a timeout. Ito yung mga minor errors that happen to new teams. Well, we're unable to hear anything out of that timeout. Well, Jerry's style was he called the timeout and just looked at his team and said, ano ba? Ano ba?
Right.
He looked away and allowed the ladies to sort it out amongst themselves.
It was a veteran Job Gonzaga talking in the timeout.
Kasi lamang kanina ang ZUS sa dami ng error itong Cignal, but ang lead ay nasa Cignal na sa kasalukuyan, 13-11. In play, net touch, si Doria. And she doesn't know it yet. Nagtuturuan. Tama. Tama, si Doria nga ang tumama.
They're gonna keep the call. They call the double violation on Rose Lane.
Double ba
Victoria
tawag?
Aquino.
Double contact. Okay. Kala ni Rose net eh. Cayuna pushes it to the rear. It's outside. Just missed the target there.
I mean, another good intention there for Jel Cayuna. No, Arroyo had to rush to get to that ball, but lucky break for ZUS. That went out.
Pascual serve in play. Gandler's wicked shot. Troncoso counters. It's a point for ZUS as the spike of the set is brought to you by Duncan. Pasalubong ng bayan.
All power in that attack for Chai Troncoso in between the blockers.
Down the middle we go. It's still very much in play.
Ooh.
Oh, and Dawn surprised that went by her actually.
Good sequence there for ZUS. Great rebound coming from Troncoso, and Arroyo just enough spin to get that ball in between Don Macandili Katindig and lalong isip.
Alam mo, kailangan iwas mo kay Don eh.
Right?
Di ba pagpapago, iwas nyo na kay Don. Oh! And Gandler continues to be prolific with 7 points.
Quick answers here coming from Cignal. Again, Gandler has been highly dependable, going above the hands of Montoniedo there.
Cayuna serve. Battle at the net area. Fernandez jumping up and down. Gandler to the end row. Troncoso, it's still alive, and yes it is. Gandler wants to end it. Quickly she does.
Vanny Gandler and the variety of her attacks. That was her 8th point. Already 8 point, and we're just in the first set. But Vanny Gandler really play consistently.
Alam niya kailangan siya ang gumawa
Right?
no? Especially now that she's still in front. Troncoso spinning, pirouetting. Troncoso's block. She managed to hit it out. As we arrive at the second technical timeout, ZUS Coffee is there first at 16:15.
Na-miss niyo ba yung game namin? Kung na-miss niyo, subscribe na to our YouTube channel. Subscribe na!
Hello, SB Finance, ang BFF na malalapitan. Not the biggest of crowds, but we have some loyal Cignal fans here. Family and friends making up the audience. Alam mo yung volleyball nung araw, it's mostly like this eh. Yung family, friends.
Intimate.
Konti lang.
Intimate
Sa UP ang laro nung araw. Before it really exploded.
Right.
And of course the group of the Premier Volleyball League making it all happen here. In the meantime, close ito Hindi mo masabi kung 4 sets o 5 sets ito. Kasi
You see the face of Coach Jay.
kasi
Definitely not happy.
they had the chances kasi, di ba? Lamang na sila kanina eh.
And their errors are a bit unforgivable. Just miscues.
Oo, kasi kanina, tama yung na-point out mo. 5 of the 8 points ng ZUS, actually, huli ni
Another
referee.
violation there.
Joy de Imus, Joy was waiting for that to happen. If you don't correct it, you don't ask. There's Joy de Imus, our second referee. And it's an all-woman crew as our international referee, Jocelyn Del Rosario, is there.
Happy Women's Month.
Sharp eye by Direk Alneri and his crew. Whoa! Siyempre si Larry Diang mayroon role din doon. Oh! Isang tao lang yata naglalaro dito sa kabila pero sabi ni Bani, kaya ko rin yan. Ang hirap ng anggulo nito.
Scrappy defense.
Hala, sige. Buong araw tayong ganito. Fernandez. Oh!
Again, this has been the kind of errors ZUS has been committing. Miscues, players looking at each other, no sense of urgency, and this is gonna be painful for them because these are the errors that push down your confidence, so they need to recover fast.
Sa coaches, worried ka pag nagtitingin ng mga player mo.
Right.
Naghuhulaan eh. Picked up that time by Troncoso. Oh, yes, sir. Arroyo with a nasty shot that defied the defense.
That's right. Massive swing there for Arroyo. The kind of attack you want after committing an error. Impact play there. Arroyo hoping that translates to more momentum and confidence here for ZUS.
Alam mo si first referee Jocelyn Del Rosario, proud na proud ako pagka nagko-cover tayo ng VNL and she's the second referee. Kung minsan, just shows you international dating. And so humble. Always masarap kausap. And I have questions about the rules and stuff like that. She helps me understand the game.
Technical stuff.
Yep. ZUS Coffee, though, down by 2. The serve. Ayun na. Fernandez. Naiwasan ba ni Gandler? Naiwasan niya.
Oh, but ZUS saying that it was in.
So they challenge. They challenge.
Yeah. Well, regardless if this is successful or unsuccessful, ZUS will need this break. Just a time to talk things out and recover because Cignal really starting to pull away here.
Saka nag-feel good na yung Cignal and they are getting away with everything that they want to do. Now, part of the growth of this team, Cignal was not this good when they were starting out. And here we are with the ball in, ball out. Ball out.
Yeah. Close, but that didn't hit the line.
Yan po ang style ni Mr. Jerry. Ganyan lang. Just serve. Handled well. Whipped. Arroyo resets and gets it off the block.
Arroyo has been fearless in the past few sequences, challenging the net defense of a Cignal. That was the 4th point of Arroyo. ZUS will definitely need more of this off the hands of Fernandez.
Cayuna. Good floor defense in general by ZUS, actually. Oh, not that time, though.
Perfect timing.
Oh, exactly. ang block of the set natin sa inyo ng East-West Bank, ang official bank of the PVL All-Filipino Conference.
One-man block for Ishi Lalong Isip.
Gagate. Pag tumalon si Thea, no? Taas eh. Tapos ang lalim ng pinupuntahan ng palo niya, isa pa tayo. Net tawag. Net touch.
Ooh,
Oh.
from ZUS Coffee.
Yan ang mga cha-challenge si Coach Jerry. Yan ang mga depressing call sa volleyball talaga. Yung nag-aaksyonan, tapos biglang manenet. Nangyayari lang yan eh.
And ZUS was supposed to get that point. Crucial challenge here for ZUS.
Oh, kasi at this critical stage of this first set.
Right? And this is the only challenge that they have left for this set.
Now that you mention it.
Right.
By the way, just as a reminder, nanalo na kanina ang Charity ko, no?
Right.
Tama. At sila'y lalabanan nila ang cream line doon sa isa nating set ng quarterfinals. Ang mananalo dito, kung manalo ang Cignal dito, Petro ang kalaban nila. Pero ang ZUS may isa pang laro. Tingnan natin. Hello. Tumama ba? Yes. Yes. Mondoñedo.
It was the hair of Mondoñedo on her way down.
Claim ni Mondoñedo buhok niya.
Yeah.
Ang sabi ni referee Jocelyn, yung side ng katawan niya. Because ang buhok hindi na considered net touch eh. So ito. Cignal with a 4-point lead. Troncoso receiving. Pascual jam. Troncoso keeps it afloat. Pascual resets long.
Will pursues players asking to challenge this one, but again, they don't have any challenges left. So all they can do now is to really get clean points.
Naubos na yung credit card. 23-18. Hello, Mondoñedo has to hustle for it. Pascual tosses it over. Cayuna with her familiar jump set. We are still in play. Arroyo taps it over. Is it outside? It is outside. And ZUS manages to snatch away a point here. But there's a challenge.
Not convinced.
Lakas ng cheering squad na Cignal, ang iingay, oh. Ayan, oh, sa kanto, si Giselle C ang pinakamaingay dun. Direktiga mo, oh. Pati si Buding Dorendes. I met the mother of Buding earlier today in the mall. It's so nice to meet her. In the meantime, oh, it is out.
So unsuccessful challenge. Point goes to ZUS Coffee.
Yeah, they need it. Here comes the serve of Chini Arroyo. Just above the net. Cayuna na. Sabi na eh. Sabi na eh.
Timing will always be key for the 1-2 plays to be effective, but Vanny Gandler with a perfect pass, and Jel Cayuna had the best opportunity to go for that 1-2 play.
Round throw ako.
Reminding everyone that she's an offensive setter.
Kaya ko iskoran yan. Uh-oh. Precarious, but in play. Fernandez stretches for Cayuna. Porcento for Gandler. 9 points in this first set win.
Cignal was just in system all throughout. The last few points, and Gandler maximizing the gap in between the blockers.
And that'll do it for this opening set. We'll have set number 2 ready for you wherever you're catching us very shortly.
Their highlights, we got you covered. Subscribe now to the PVL YouTube channel. Subscribe!
We have you back here at the Phil Sports Arena on this lovely evening. And the first set, despite some bumps and humps along the way, Cignal managed to take that opening set.
Right, it started really close in the start of the first set, but Cignal giving away a lot of free points at the start, but when they found their consistency, they did dictate the pace of the match. They were in system a lot of times. Great passing, great digging, really allowed Jel Cayuna to orchestrate the offense. So much easier compared to ZUS, because ZUS was out of system most of the time. The reason why they wasn't able to activate great middles and the likes of Mitch Gamit and Thea Gagate, they need more in the second set. And as you can see, ZUS Coffee having less of attack points. They only have 10 against the 16 of Cignal. Cignal also 1 kill block, but a lot of rebounds coming from them. 1 service ace apiece, but both teams also committing a lot of errors. But it was more crucial for ZUS because the errors came in late in the set, which really made it a lot more easier for Cignal to close things in the first set.
And what helped Cignal immensely in that opening set were the 7 superlative digs of Dawn Katindig. I sometimes forget that she's a married woman already. Still, and she had 7 in that opening salvo. In the meantime, I saw Jobelin Gonzaga already on the floor. So the Bionic Ilunga is already there. Mayong gabi sa mga nagtanaw sa Guimaras, kag sa Iloilo, kag sa Negros. In the meantime, anong kailangan gawin ng ZUS sa game nila para makatabla sila?
Right. Well, for ZUS Coffee, they have great digging. There have been good rebounds in terms of net defense, but they need to convert it into points. They need to improve their offense here. And maybe one of the reasons why Jov Gonzaga is in the court right now, because she can be that player they can go to when they badly need a point. But ZUS Coffee takes the first point here off another error here from Cignal.
And the first point on the board is etched by ZUS Coffee. Hirap iiwas ang bola kay Don, ano? She's everywhere talaga.
She's all over.
Yes. Oh, however, that one got by her.
Cute. Thea Gagate.
Gagate said, "Dadaanin kita sa paspasan."
Take a look at that one. I mean,
right in front of Don.
Height and length can definitely dominate in offense.
Next generation ng Philippine national team, puro ganyang katatangkad buong.
Bright future.
Oh, Acuna gets that to connect. And that's the second point of Acuna, Jacqueline Acuna. Now, can't say enough about Shaq De Los Santos, and now he is coached through adversity, really.
Oh, yeah.
Maraming pinagdaanan, maraming player changes, and that loss, of course, to Gallery, so much was said about it. Well, just happens. Lexi, what do you have? And where are you, Lexi?
I'm just around here, the corner of 7IL, but you know, a little insight, the HG Spikers, this is not exactly the vision that they had in mind when they wanted to enter this match. They really wanted to start off aggressively and, you know, finish it off right away, but this execution was far from what they had envisioned. As I said, the Thunderbelles might have just served them that espresso shot in that first set, just the wake-up call that they needed to regroup and find their rhythm. However, Vanny Gantler, great as ever, delivers when she's needed most. Well, Sev, you mentioned how Vanny is fully aware that she needs to step up, and she's developed the ability to recognize those moments. I noticed how she studies herself during replays, fine-tuning her game in real time, and as you said, she has completely owned up to this role as the go-to player, embracing the pressure and, of course, thriving in it. And, you know, she told me that she will never, ever shy away when her team needs her the most. Back to you, 7IL.
Thank you very much, Lexi, for that very insightful report about Vanny Gandler. In the meantime, ZUS with an early lead. Something similar happened to them the first set. They're hoping to stretch this and maintain this. And we have Thea Gagate all set to serve. Gandler cuts it up. ZUS ends up grappling with it. Jovelyn denied entry. It's tossed over that time by Arroyo. And down it goes. No problem that time for Rosalyn Doria Aquino.
A quick transition play there for Cignal. No one even jumped there with Rosalyn Doria Aquino. Easy outing.
Nakakatuwa, no, when the players get married, ang haba bigla ng pangalan nila.
Hirap
Yung gumagawa ng uniforme, ito na ba pangalan mo ngayon? Which is so.
And that's in between the tournament. Ongoing yung tournament, nagpapalit ng mga jersey.
Well, we are always delighted with those milestones. In the meantime, we're tied at 4. Lalo na pag mahaba yung pangalan, ano? Si Phil niloloko. Phil, Kainglet, Cayetano, haba. Okay. Huy, nulog! Lusot na lusot.
Gonzaga with some vet moves there. Great ball control, going for an explosive approach, but last second, just a soft touch, very effective pulling the floor defense of Cignal.
Here comes the veteran on her serve. Cayuna sets this up, sends it to Fernandez, who tossed it to the back row. There was protection there. Troncoso. Here comes Cayuna. What a tight spot she's in, and she was too close to the net to begin with.
Tried her best to save that one and put it in system. Well, but ZUS took advantage of that overshoot.
Alam mo yun, setter kayo. Pag tumatakbo ka to get that second ball, ay naman, dikit eh.
That's a lot of core work.
Here comes the clearer path. And a clearer hit by Fernandez.
Great recovery there for Cignal after that error. And Jan Cayuna with that perfect reverse set. Blockers were still gliding, not established to close Fernandez down.
Yung reverse set na yan, you hone in practice in the spiking lines. Kasi hindi pwedeng chamba-chamba yan.
Oh yeah, takes a lot of reps.
Sakto yan. Here comes Mondoñedo, who's also done a decent job, although that does not cross, and Cignal gets a free birthday gift there.
Well, good intention for Mondoñedo to set up Gamit because blockers has been loading up on the wing attackers of ZUS, but wasn't the best set there for Gamit.
Here comes Vanny. Good set.
Right?
Yep. You can tell from the set that good things will happen, and Gamit gives them a 1-point lead.
And that is a mindset of a setter. You want to go back to that player who committed an error before to give her more confidence and to set up that connection as well.
Kidatan lang yan at dilatan sa floor yan. Bumalik at nguso pa.
Right.
Na-burn si Gandler doon. At ito, ang ZUS may lamang na 2. Sila na naman ang una sa technical timeout.
Na-miss niyo ba yung game namin? Kung na-miss niyo, subscribe na to our YouTube channel. Subscribe na!
Okay, UAAP Season 87. Why is Miko Halili in the building today? Volleyball is live and exclusive here on Cignal. Watch it all live on the UAAP Varsity channel. Kanina, nagkakwentuhan tayo about UAAP. Dami-daming story ang nangyayari. Daming drama.
Sir Paul Fernandez actually also there beside Sir Miko Halili.
Daming injuries nangyayari. Sana tama na. Kahit anong team. I do not like watching the injuries to anybody.
I mean, all these players have worked so hard
Spike ng set. Hatid sa inyo ng Duncan. Pasalubong ng bayan. Sino ito papasok? Si Judith Abil.
So far, Shai Troncoso with only 3 points. So Cignal has done a good job slowing her down today.
And here is a crucial part that going into that middle part of the set, can you hold on to the lead?
Right.
Here comes Cignal again. There was an error by ZUS. You know, ZUS has always been in the game. Kaso lang, pagka kinain na sila ng indecision, errors, lapses.
Right.
Palo! Yes, sir!
And you see that ZUS can really, play against bigger teams here in the PVL, but they just need to find a way to stay consistent because take a look at that attack from Mitch Gamut. You want to maximize that.
Yeah, look at this team, how tall it is and how much potential they have, actually. Here's a tap. Oh, look at that! And here's that point you made about looking around, sinong papalo, sinong titina.
A lot of hesitations there coming from ZUS. I mean, take a look at that one. That was a good rebound coming from Thea Gagate. Could have been an opportunity to convert.
Abil's serve is in play. Mondoñedo fakes the set. They could not strike that cleanly. Cayuna gets her second on 2.
And Cayuna just knows when to attack ZUS Coffee. ZUS was still thinking about that combination play they weren't able to execute, and Cayuna attacks right away, surprising them. So another perfect timing for Jel Cayuna.
Akin, tatlo yung pinakamagagaling dyan sa on 2 na yan. Tina Salak,
Classic. Legend.
si Sayet, and Jel Cayuna. Si Tina Salak malambing pa eh. Si Cayuna pag binaon niya, hindi na babalik.
And Tina Salak has the hype to really deceive.
And the deception.
Yeah.
11-9. Nice to see her coaching sa
FEU.
FEU. Hello! Yes, sir! Lupit!
We have the same story as the first set. ZUS having the lead, but Cignal finding their momentum and trying to close the gap right away. Lalong isip with a clean attack.
To be young, to be able to fly. No fear at all.
Nobody aches.
Nobody aches. Mamaya siguro, meron konti. In the meantime, ZUS recovers. Ginugulo ka ba niyang katabi mo dyan talaga? You don't hear Ayel laugh so much, but now you will.
May violent reaction yung katabi ko sa
Alam niyo sa mga katabi namin, yung nasa kanan, behave ito. Yung nasa kaliwa, magugulo yan eh. Done! Out ba? Out.
Well, Cayuna almost got ZUS.
Pero alam mo,
right away.
nakita mo yung hatid ni Don. Ang ganda ng inabot, oh. Parang alam niyang gagawin ni Cayuna yung on-2 niya. Tatlong labang ng Thunderbelles. Palo! Si Don, sinisigawan yung mga kakampi niya. Dikit sa net. Hello! Nalaglag sa harap niya.
It's a right at the same spot there for Thea Gagate. I mean, she can be that one attacker that can challenge the floor defense of the Dohon Makandili Katindig. So you want to feed her more sets.
And we have a time that we'll try to listen into Shaq De Los Santos.
Basta ang goal, saluin mo ng malakas yan. Yan lang yung ano natin, ha? Tapos cover nyo, ha? Okay? Boy, pag kaya galing receive, mag-set play ka. Okay? Tuloy lang, tuloy, ha? Pasa muna ulit, pasa. Ha? Sige, go. Tagayin nyo lang yan, ha? 1 point at a time.
Okay, and we're stepping out of that timeout call by Shaq De Los Santos' team, which took the first set at 25-18, is now behind by 4. Magsa-serve si Chini Arroyo. Uy, sumayaw sa ere. Kayo na. Oh, well done by Acuna. Ganda no setup no.
Acuna straight to the hands of her former teammate in Chai Troncoso.
Watch the twist by Jel Gayuna. The spike is clear. Walang question yung pero yung pag-twist ni Jel Gayuna. Woo!
It's always the setup that is crucial to make that attack perfect, that slide attack.
And to know when you twist in the air, kung when is the right moment. On Doniedo, strong Coso, net scrape. Point will go to ZUS.
Chai Troncoso smiling at Jel Cayuna.
Hindi naman tayo mga setter. Dito tayo nabubuhay sa dikit ng net. Pero yun, tumama si Jel. Agagate serving. Don receiving. Just a beautiful connection there as Rosalind Gloria Aquino knocks that down. Watch it again.
Take a look at that one. And just a perfect setup coming from Jel Cayuna. Right speed, right height
Yes.
for Rosalind
That's
Gloria Aquino.
the best way to put it. 15-12. Regalo but hindi preparado. Hindi nakuha. It's 2 in a row by Doria Aquino.
When it works, why change it? So Jel Cayuna went back straight to Doria Aquino with another big quick attack. Blockers were late there. Floor defense could have handled that one as well.
It's a tall front line right now, huh? Para sa Cignal.
Complete front row.
Tossed over. Cayuna reverses. Arroyo. It is not reached for. It was mishandled. And here comes Cignal.
You have to credit the balanced playmaking of Jel Cayuna, keeping everyone involved, making the defense of ZUS work. And they really have to figure them out here. A lot of gaps, a lot of holes on the defense of ZUS.
Cayuna doing a good job of spreading the butter. In the meantime, another passing and a reception error by ZUS.
And just like that, Cignal has closed the gap.
And we're tied at 15. Cayuna serving anew. Gamit. Troncoso hits it long, and the confidence of ZUS in the last 3 plays really shot as of the moment as Cignal overtakes ZUS at the technical break.
Bitin na kayo sa games? Watch all the replays on PVL YouTube channel. Subscribe!
Coach Pochi Chisuraba, head coach of Petrogas Angels, doing his homework, preparing for the opponent again. If Cignal gets their win today, they will play against Petrogas.
I love his timeouts. He ends it by shouting at them. Oh! Hello! I have no idea what he's saying. I'm sure the players know what he's talking about.
They have their own language.
Yes! Oh, good! Strike that time, and Judith Abel was not prepared for it, actually.
One of the cleanest attacks so far.
And we're tied at 16.
Jaga going for her comfortable angle at cross court.
Cayuna. Gander.
Oh, great dig.
in the air. Back row at work. Lalong isip. Abel. Oh, is it out? It is. And Cignal retains the lead. There will be a challenge. Block touch challenge coming up.
It looks like Cignal knew that there was a block touch, but let's see.
Walang no critical.
To deal with 1 point.
And let's see. Parang wala Unless yung isa. Yes, meron.
Scrape the forearm of Dory Aquino.
Don, as captain, was asking, hindi ba bola tumama? Well, here we go. We play. ZUS by 1. Quick set. Troncoso denied. Juju. Troncoso dumps it over. Katindig checks the horizon. Sets this up for lalong isip. Runner. One-handed it by Doria. Gandler lies in the air. Flying carpet move. Gayuna becomes a set. Too close to the net. Precarious. Doria said, bakit na sa akin? Gamit gets to it. Here comes Troncoso, knocked it into the empty space.
Oh, but what a defense there coming from Cignal. A lot of attempts before ZUS was able to convert that point. But take a look at the power tip coming from Chai Troncoso right on the donut hole.
Troncoso has knocked in 4 points. We have a time out. Let's try to tune in.
Ganun talaga. Dapat
Sorry, I'll shop it.
usap pa. Ay, dalawa lang yan. Okay lang tayo. Kailangan natin mag-focus, ha? Okay? Go.
Hey, let's go. One stop.
From his days coaching in college, that's been the Shaq De Los Santos style. Chill, cool.
Still serving for ZUS Coffee,
Even when he was national team coach in the Asian Games in 2018. Yep, ganyan lang. And he's had success at different levels. Gandler is denied. Cayunas sends it airborne. Troncoso, Don from deep under the sea. Mondoñedo sets this up. Yes!
Don Macandili Cantindig is just too hard to challenge, really. But a great decision from Mondoñedo to go to that reverse set. Mitch Gamit ready for that slide attack. Better attack, cleaner attack this time. No defense for Cignal.
You know, you can't hit it long against Don. You may have to hit it shorter. Here's lalong isip. Giselle C is on the floor, subbing at the setter position. Mondoñedo sets up Troncoso, who tried to go to that hole again. Cut it with the elbow on it. Here comes Mondoñedo. Troncoso, long.
Yeah, this is a showdown of defense for both teams.
Now everything is being challenged here. Now ZUS saying was it a block touch? Tila ata yun ang challenge.
Also look so sure there. Telling Coach Jerry to ask for the challenge.
Alam mo, sometimes the coaches, they acknowledge what the players think kasi players know it. They're closer to the action. They also know it. Pagka hindi naman kailangan i-challenge. Sometimes I've seen the captain, huwag na yun, okay na yun. Sayang yung challenge.
That's right.
Save natin. By the way, just getting ahead of the story. Dito muna. Sige, block touch ba? Parang tila ata wala. No, none at all. We will complete the play-in tournament on Thursday, this Thursday, March 13th. Dito rin, next race against the Farm Fresh Foxies and Capital One will face ZUS. This is the first game of ZUS in the play-in, actually.
So a must-win for them.
Yes. Giselle C. Bandied about. Troncoso. Katindig. Back row hard at work. John Saga. Katindig sliding into it.
Ooh, Don again.
I'm here. What's your problem? Troncoso punched it in and away from Katindig.
You have to if you're the opponent. Don has been too good for the HD Spikers.
You know, she just knows when to slide, to dive, or just to hold her position. So impressive here today.
But Job Gonzaga also has been working double
I
time
agree.
on the floor defense of ZUS.
She sort of stabilized ZUS here in the second set. With her entry, she did not play in the first set. In the meantime, all set to serve will be Troncoso. Troncoso so far with 5 points. C with a kneeling set. That'll work.
Cunyada with an attack there. So going in for lalong isip. Instant impact.
Yun lang hinihingi ng player, a chance.
Right.
Saka yung coaches, when they know you can, they will give you the opportunity. Juju got to it. Arroyo cuts it up. Read well by Giselle C. Here comes the attack. That's handled well off the shot of Abil. Arroyo unloads. It's in the air of the dig by Doria. Gandler doesn't want to waste it, but it's outside on the cross.
Apologizing right away there. We know Vanny Gandler is also lethal from the back row, but this time just too much angle for her.
Siguro binabasa niya nung umere siya. Kita butas dun eh, di ba? But there's a challenge made by Shaq de los Santos of that last play of the attack of Gandler. Ubus lahat ng challenge dito sa second set, ha?
Both teams fighting for every point.
Actually. Di ba sabi nga natin sa pregame, today is not a day to lose.
Oh, yeah.
You don't want to lose here today. For Cignal, a win here pushes them straight into it. They will be the only team at 2-0.
Very clear there. Unsuccessful challenge for Cignal. Seemed like Coach Shaq just used it to have that short time to talk to his players.
And let these players catch their breath. They're currently down 21-18. A change being made.
For the Thunderbelles, Daniva Aying.
Aying is on the floor for the first time. C. Did she get the corner? She got it. Judith Abil. Interesting comeback story.
Oh, yeah. played as a libero for Cignal last conference. Right now,
Sharpened her game in an off non-professional tournament and got her groove back. But too much muscle on that. She yells in disappointment.
and this is not the right time for those kinds of errors.
Not off the serve. Not off the serve.
We're in the tail end. ZUS just 3 points away in securing the second set.
How you were coached in high school applies. Ipasok mo lang. As Acuna drills it in.
Too quick of an attack that time coming from Acuna. Take a look at that one. No blockers with her hammering that one in.
Alam mo, pag si kayo na ang setter mo, kakampi mo, pumalaw ka lang, tumakbo ka lang.
Siya na bahala.
Sundin mo lang yung play, dadating yung bola sa'yo.
She's really mastered
Kung kailangan
the playmaking.
kung kailangan iset ang bola habang nakaupo ka sa bench, kaya niya yan. Wala naman nakaupo sa bench eh. Di ba? In the meantime, Gagate, Abel, Cayuna, Gandler, denied! Double block!
Rejection there for Gandler against Thea Gagate.
Itong block of the set natin sa inyo ng East-West Band, the official band of the PVL All-Filipino Conference.
Can't put that ball straight to the hands of Gagate.
Absolutely. Wala na eh, nakakommit na sa hangin eh. Bahala na, daanin ko kaya sa lakas to. But Gagate held her ground. To the back row we go. Arroyo stretching for it. Mondoñedo with a reverse set. Uh-oh. The job hurt herself. Seems okay. (23-21). Si Job ang pinakas... I hate to say this, but it's true. She's the senior citizen in this group right now. The ate of all ates there.
Yeah. The veteran.
Troncoso too long. And now is not a time na manggigil para matapos yung set. You're so trying hard. You might be trying too hard. Timeout taken.
Eh, layo ng first ball. Siyempre, wala rin tayong magagawa.
Mine coach. Matibay cover sa kanya.
No mercy, no mercy, no mercy. Pag may pasahan natin. Pag may pasahan natin.
Go lang.
Well, you and I have covered Jerry E at different levels. He coaches his Benil team, and we cover them in the PNBF. Same approach.
Yeah.
He lets the players sort it out among themselves.
Right. It's always the captain or the veteran leading the timeout.
23-22. Juju. Whoa! Abel unable to handle it.
And this is what Coach Jerry mentioned in the start of that timeout, talking about their serve reception, because they need to stabilize that to involve the middles. Thea Gagate again can be a lethal threat offensively.
Gagate has knocked in 8 points, and they are at set point. Not going to be surprised if this takes the full route tonight. Because both teams, as you said, they want to win.
You're fighting it out.
Oh, but that's not an error you want to commit. Troncoso mishandles the side. Reception.
Opening a bigger opportunity here for Cignal to get a come from behind win.
Set point save.
Cayuna serving, one of the best servers for Cignal here.
Lalim ng kuha. Papalo. Hindi. Free ball. Don on 2. Hindi. Nalunod. Angles. Troncoso! And we are going to be tied after 2 sets.
And Troncoso getting the most important point there for ZUS Coffee. This time did not avoid the blockers. Powered through the hands of Roslyn Doria Aquino to close things out.
And we will be back with your third set shortly.
player highlights, we got you covered. Subscribe now to the PVL YouTube channel. Subscribe!
Welcome back to the heart of volleyball. ZUS Coffee tied things up with Cignal, 1 set apiece, but they had to settle it in 33 minutes. That's how long the set was. A lot of great rallies coming from both teams. Cignal, again, were in system a lot of times, but for ZUS, they were able to get their momentum and sustain the momentum towards the end, really holding tight until that opportunity to get the second set, but Cignal again committing a couple of errors towards the end just really allowed ZUS Coffee to gain their confidence. Chai Troncoso has been the main gunner yet again, and as you see the numbers on your screens, ZUS definitely out-attacked Cignal on that set. They have 18 attack points against the 14 of Cignal, 1 block apiece, 1 service ace for ZUS Coffee. Cignal, 5 errors for them, 8 errors for ZUS Coffee, but it was really the momentum in the offense of ZUS Coffee. And Chai Troncoso, yet again, I have to mention, was instrumental in that second set for ZUS.
Yes, indeed. And Troncoso with 6, Gagate with 8. Arroyo has 7 points. So we're going into third set. We asked the question at the top of this presentation, which squad will shine on serve reception? Let's try to answer this question along with some numbers. And here we go.
There you go, Julie Angeles. 2 service. Job Gonzaga, 19 excellent receptions. 19 excellent receptions. We're talking about the 2 liberos for the 2 squads, but the Don Macandili Katindik so far 16 digs, 16 excellent receptions, 76% efficiency in digging, 67% efficiency in reception. Those are really big numbers. High outputs as a libero for Don Macandili Katindig, but Julie Angeles also has been spectacular here.
Steady.
For ZUS Coffee.
On the other hand, we are into the third set. And so much at stake, actually. You find a certain grittiness despite the errors occasionally by ZUS, but there's a determination to be able to win here today and qualify, try to make it into the next round.
Ooh.
And the block is there. The first.
Total shutdown there for Joe Fernandez.
Yeah, nowhere to go.
I mean, if Thea Gagate gets to establish that net defense, she's really hard to break.
Yeah. ZUS Coffee and Cignal are tied at 1 apiece here in set 3.
And the trend so far, whoever gets to have a higher spiking efficiency gets the set. So offense has been key for both teams. I mean, for Cignal, they had 30% spiking efficiency in the first set. But for ZUS, 33% spiking efficiency. So that's something that they have to be mindful of.
Jovelyn hustling for it. Mondoñedo, one hand on it. Jovelyn stretches. Katindig is there. Here comes the attack. Lalong isip. Mondoñedo sends it to Arroyo. It does not cross.
Wanted to power through that net defense. Just too short of an attack there coming from Arroyo. There you go, Coach Jerry giving some instructions. Saying that she can actually go long. Try to avoid the blockers.
Gandler serve. Mondoñedo. Gagate and Gandler at each other here. Lalong isip. Oh, got that to bite. Lexi Rodriguez will keep us posted.
Well, 7IL, you know, we saw different starting 6 in the past 2 sets, but one thing remains constant, and that is Clo Mondoñedo's adaptability in whatever rotation the ZUS Thunderbelles comes in. You know, her ability to read the game and adjust to the pieces around her has been a key factor in keeping the Thunderbelles steady. While her run isn't perfect, she told me she's developed a strong connection with her spikers, and more importantly, she's more confident in communicating with them than ever before. Just before this set started, you know, she gave me a thumbs up and told her ates and the rest of the girls, good run, keep it going lang. And whether it's a quick play at the net or a perfectly placed reverse set, Clo will choose the right lugs that hopefully push them to a win today. Back to you, 7IL.
Yes, she has been stable, Lexi, and good report. In the meantime, Jovelyn Gonzaga disappointed that her southpaw shot ended up long. We have Cignal ahead by 3, top of this third. Mondoñedo sets up Gagate. Katindig keeps it very much in play. Here comes Lalong isip. Oh, got that line right in front of Coach Jerry.
What an angle there for Ishi Lalong isip. Out of system set coming from Katindig, but what an adjustment for her. I mean, the ball was set away from the net.
Oh, yes.
But the spin perfectly allowed her to get the ball in.
Gandler serving. Mondoñedo has to chase it. Oh! And Troncoso said, wala ka sa pwesto.
Yeah, ZUS has been disorganized on the floor defense. For Cignal, this is the kind of start they want after losing the second set. But great adjustment there from Cayuna, and Lalong isip with the right thing in mind again.
Gandler still serving there. They're leading by 5. Mondoñedo sets up Arroyo. Tracked down by Fernandez. Lalong isip, land short. He was under the ball.
Right. Too high of a set there. I mean, nalunod na si Lalong isip on that one.
What you really want is the ball to be right in front of you. You don't want to be under the ball. Pero kung minsan, no, pag lumipad na yung spiker, nako, mali. You know it. You know it.
When they go for that approach.
Baka makuha ko sa lakas. Baka gumapang sa net. Dito natin kunin. Bawin-bawi, oh.
And that's the kind of decisions that are crucial when the ball is out of system, when the ball is too high, when it's not the perfect set. No, you have to find a way, and Lalong isip just enough spin to get that point.
ZUS Coffee, ZUS for time.
Away-away na lang.
Ni Coach.
So anong plano nyo? Sabi nyo may magko-cover sa back.
In parenting, sometimes the pag-guilty approach works.
Yeah.
Anong oras ka umuwi?
And you're not sure if you can answer or not.
Kung ang sagot mo ay tama o mali. Kasi kahit ano sabihin mo, mali ka eh. Di ba?
Really trick question.
Ang intro nga ni Coach Jerry, away-away na lang. Di ba? Nadinig mo. Kanya-kanyang style yan sa mga coaches. And we love all of them. In the meantime, sabi ni Jovelin, dali lang po. Is there something wrong with jobs? Okay. Alam mo si Jovelin at saka si Troncoso, they share the same school, actually. CPU. Gagate drills that in. I love the story about Jovelin because, as I have to say this, where Spike of the set that can sing and nothing was a little bit Jobs always likes to tell me the story that when everybody was recruiting here for Manila, she said, hindi na po sa I'll stay home. Iloilo lang po, nahihilo na ako. And she decided to stay in that area and eventually found a way here. Oh! And she's played well both indoor and beach volleyball. Huh?
It speaks about her talent coming from the province, did not play for any UAP school, but still shined here in the pros.
And she also has military training.
Yeah.
Alam ko sila ni Honey Royce Tubino ang may military training. In the meantime, Cignal with a 3-point lead. Here comes the attack. Lalong isip. Nice slide by Gagate. The whip does not work for Troncoso. Masyadong malalim niya kinuha yung bola. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, Cignal advances by 4 as we hit the technical timeout number 1.
Na-miss niyo ba yung game namin? Kung na-miss niyo, subscribe na to our YouTube channel. Subscribe na!
Glad you're with us wherever you're catching this all-important battle here in the play-in tournament. Winner here looking forward to a chance to play in the quarters. If Cignal hangs on, they will face Petrogas. Ibang ideas, of course, the ZUS Coffee because they took the second set. They're in the up. Tumama. I didn't see that, teka, saan tumama si Julia Angeles? She's writhing in pain, Did she hit herself? They're trying to bring her to the wheelchair right now. She's baka tumama yung ulo. I'm not sure. We might be able to check it on the replay. Hininto ni referee Jocelyn yung play. You know, I used to wonder why people would applaud. I thought it was off, but it's a way of saying, we hope you're all right. Kita ba direct? Tingnan natin. Ayun siya sa likod. When she hit, when she in-stop niya yung sarili niya, di ba, sprain niya, no? Oh, you had a sprain, Ayel. It's not a thrilling sensation, I tell you.
And we hope it's nothing serious.
Yeah, Lexi will give us will try to give us a report later on the situation on Juju. So here we go. Oh, Don missed it.
Don regretting right away, trying to save that one because that ball was already sailing out.
In her place for Zoo, we've got Dali Bersosa, the former JRU player. Oh, Jovelin is there. Oh, missed. And Gamit says, I really don't care, as long as we score.
Right? Just a scratch, but still a point there for ZUS. And again, this connection of Mondoñedo and Gamit has been highly effective since their college days. So this is something Mondoñedo is very familiar with and something that she would want to maximize.
And I'm sure they're used to them not being talked to by Jerry Yee.
Yeah, for sure.
When he's not in the mood to say anything else. Mondoñedo. Oh, good eye. Ayan na, bola. Coach Shaq.
And this is the kind of plays that will give you confidence, knowing that you're making the right decisions. Those clean attacks, those, take a look at that one right on the corner pocket.
You have to remember, Benil, the long-time champion of the NCAA.
Right.
In the women's division, of course. Oh, solid hit. Gamit ties us all up at 8.
And if ZUS can keep it in system and Gamit is in the front row, it's going to be a challenge for Cignal.
Yes, the Benil connection beginning to work on Cignal. Let's tune in.
Wala kayo sa running? Talaga bang isasarado mo yung kay Don?
Hindi ko.
Bakit tumuro sa sakot?
Ay, okay.
Okay, one stop na ha. Come on.
Tapos na yan. Paabutin lang natin yung set kay Angel. Ay, yung receive kay Angel. Medyo tilit. Signal!
Shaq pointing out the net defense. Like, you would want to close down the cross-court angle of Mitch Gamit and open up the angle for Don.
To keep it in play, you know? Lalong isip, denied the entry. By the way, Carolyn Santos is already on the floor. Tagal walang bola ni Gandler, Hook is in play. Kayuna. Tirabani, sabi niya. Mondoñedo says, let's try this. Handled well by Fernandez. Katindig makes it a set for lalong isip. Versosa is there. Oh, nobody wants to blink in this long rally. Hello! Troncoso with 8.
I mean, the kind of play that you kind of hold on to your breath because that was a shoot set too fast for Troncoso, but Troncoso still was able to put that ball in. And you see it in her face.
5 straight points by ZUS Coffee. Abel has been recalled to the floor.
Couple of adjustments already, in-game adjustments here for Cignal.
Maulit itong si Noel Zarate. Sinabi ko ng 5-0. Inulit pa eh. In the meantime, Gandler. Oh, good dive to the floor by Versosa. Butas sana, Gamit sensed it, but read by Cignal. That's too far away from Versosa.
Versosa a few steps away from the defense. A much needed point there for Cignal.
Always played short against the libero.
You have to make the libero move, not attack straight to their hands, their arms, because they're the best.
Kasi ready na sila sa long eh. Kaya you have to play it short most of the time. Just above the net. I knew it. Hello. I knew it. Takes one to know one.
Just saying, I have a better thing in mind. with that 1-2 play. Going long this time on Doniedo with that power tip, but Jal Cayuna deciding to go for a long shot. Better execution there.
Anything you can do, I can do better. In the meantime, Versosa handles it. Jovelin. Gangler. Versosa is there. Arroyo keeps it alive. Troncoso, another one of those long rallies. Gandler on the combination, not exactly hit well. That will brush in. Gamit.
Mitch Gamit has been the go-to player here, having the hot hands for ZUS Coffee. 7 points for Mitch Gamit already, challenging that net defense of Santos.
Jacqueline Acuna comes back in. 10-all is the count. Chai Troncoso serves. Katindig diving. That's going to work. And I think this is an update by Lexi on the injured player on Juju Angeles. Am I right, Lexi?
You're right, 7AL. Just to give a quick update on Juju Angeles, we'll definitely not see her much on this game. Well, while she's being attended to by their PT and their strength and conditioning coach, we're wishing the best for her. Nothing major, nothing serious. But you know, Dolly Versosa is a libero that you can definitely count on. While this is, you know, the first time that she switched from being a spiker to a libero, she's definitely up for the challenge. And hopefully we will see more from the ZUS Coffee Thunderbelles. Back to you, 7AL.
So I'm assuming it's a sprain. Kasi she folded her head eh. Baka masasakit lang kasi talaga eh, no? In the meantime, oh, did Gagate make it? No, she knew she missed it.
But this is another close set here. Great exchanges from both teams.
Alam mo, the coaches will say do kay Gagate, kamay-kamay lang yan eh.
Risk action.
Pag nasa gitna ka na eh, kamay-kamay na yan. Hindi makalang baon mo eh.
Have to go for the placement shots.
Other coaches will say, follow it mo! In the meantime, that goes through, as in the case for this one, for Arroyo. Arroyo has been a contributor with 8 points.
Arroyo has always been that attacker for ZUS who's not intimidated with blockers, always powering through.
These are players from very good programs. Right. NU, Benil,
LaSalle.
Yep. Gonzaga. Abel gets away. Fernandez. It's hit out. They get the point. Gapang ang points dito. Mahirapan. May score dito. Hindi na i-challenge. Challenge sana no assistant pero hindi na.
They're letting go of that point.
Doniedo. Don. Abil. Yes!
Abil that time getting the better of that net defense of ZUS Coffee. I mean, if you're playing against Cignal, you would want to have established net defense. Everyone on their side is definitely a threat offensively.
Weapon lahat yan.
Right.
And that's why, Gandler missing the target there. That is her first service mistake. You know, you don't want that to happen, but sometimes kuminsan nag-i-aim ka, kuminsan pagod ka.
Right.
I remember high school coaches would just say, pasok mo lang! Lalo na pagdulo na ng set.
Especially in the crucial stretches.
Abel denied, and Gandler was going to pirouette on the floor. We've got the block on the set. It's brought to you by East West Bank, the official bank of the PVL All-Filipino Conference.
Again, Tia Gagate is being a threat defensively there on the
Yes.
net. Just very difficult to get past through.
Haba.
Yeah.
Good spread, and the defense unable to handle this. ZUS Coffee is ahead by 1.
ZUS Coffee, everything going well for them right
Absolutely.
now. Even on that service line, Arroyo with a service case. That's a quick way to get the point.
Champunada returns. Oh, that's the way to serve. To the player who just came in, not yet ready, still thinking where she should go. 2-point lead by ZUS at the second technical timeout turn.
Bitin na kayo sa games? Watch all the replays on PVL YouTube channel. Subscribe!
Uy, magkaibigan. SB Finance, ang BFF na malalapitan. Here we go. Close and tight here in the third. You're just joining us. First set going the way of Cignal. ZUS bounced back in the second. Close to the net. Where Sosa could have turned in time.
Right. Activation from the middle there from Jel Cayuna. Let's take a second look at that one-hand set. Perfect set pa din. But Versosa couldn't stabilize in that defense.
Arroyo got to it. Mondoñedo. This will stay down.
Chai Troncoso with some help from the net. A sigh of relief there coming from her.
Watch this. This is what you were saying.
And those kinds of attacks with the help of the net is more tricky in terms of defense because it really plays with your timing.
Oh, and it can be an optical illusion. Saan mapupunta? Saan mababagsak ito? Gone. Tapped. Gagate got to it. Mondoñedo. Gonzaga. Katindig. The hook by Abel. Mondoñedo. Katindig said, seen that. Been doing that all my life. Mondoñedo. Doesn't cross, but it's still in play. Gonzaga. What a defensive line off the back row. Mondoñedo hustles. Troncoso gets them swimming. Katindig, careful not to let her hands fly too high. Gonzaga.
Oh, scrappy defense for both teams.
Yes, indeed. Gagate and company. Those who blink will lose the point here. Arroyo says, don't drop it. Gonzaga says, let's send it to the back row. It's one of the longest, if not the longest rally.
Ooh, still alive.
Yes, indeed. Gonzaga.
Both teams attacking out of system all the time here. Another out of system for ZUS. Too tight.
Jobs got it off the block. And Jobs brushed it against. Am I right, Abil?
Yeah.
Yes.
Both teams so tired after that rally. But Job Gonzaga just being the veteran there, knowing what to do using the hands of Abil.
Hingal. Tayo ba? Salita na salita. In the meantime, we've got a ceasefire.
Recover. Tsaga lang, tsaga. Recover tayo, recover.
Ayaw pa yan.
Basta lang muna ulit. Boy, diskarte lang ha. Okay, tsaga.
Let's go ha! Tapos na yun! Now, pasa muna tayo! Sige! Pasa!
Is this? Go ahead, please.
Coach Chuck saying tsaga, tsaga. That's what they need right now. They need to be patient because ZUS Coffee with a 3-point lead, but also ZUS Coffee having the momentum right now.
They feel they can do anything right now. That was a long, long rally, the longest. And Jovelyn just using her veteran smarts to bring it to its conclusion. But good counter by Jacqueline Acuna, who now has 7.
And this is why you want to serve strong against Cignal, because they have great middles in Jackie Acuna and Roslyn Dore Aquino. And whenever
Good point, yeah.
Jel Cayuna sets them up, it's like an automatic point for Cignal.
Fernandez wastes the serve. And it's a 3-point lead anew for ZUS Coffee. Thunderbelles trying to hit in familiar lines sa volleyball sa Pilipinas. Kapit! Trying to hang on to be able to have a 2-1 lead in the set count. Fernandez, nowhere to go. Paano ba pag nagkatabla-tablahan, Ayel? May set count din?
Oh yeah, definitely. I mean, again, we mentioned earlier that ZUS Coffee, this is their first chance to stay alive. But for Cignal, they only need this win against ZUS to move forward.
Tapos na, no? They will have the best record.
The same win-loss records. It's obviously gonna go down to, set points, set wins. And that's even more the reason why this game is very much more important for both teams. They have to be mindful.
This is not just the play-in tournament, because a win, especially by Cignal, they're moving forward.
Yeah, right away.
They won in their first match against Capital One. In the meantime, Mondonyedo, this is a good set. Umalo yung set, Kitang-kita mo, sarap paluin.
And right now, they are just really taking advantage of this connection of Gamit and Mondonyedo. Mondonyedo really just knowing kung saan yung porsyento niya all the time.
Pag maganda yung set, maganda yung pag lumulutang yung bola, alam mo papaluin, masarap driving to the floor. Blocked!
Arroyo apologizing right away because she wanted to power through, but that net defense was just well established, very locked in there. Acuna getting the kill block.
This is a battle. No question about it. Gamit hits long. Tracked down by Lalong Isip. Gandler gets back to scoring. And Vanny Gandler now with 12.
A bit quiet in this set, but this could be a chance for Vanny Gandler to pick things up because it's the crucial stretch of the set.
In the first set, she was hot with 9 points. Only 1 in the second. Here in the third, she has scored 2. In the meantime, 21-19, ZUS Coffee trying to take the upper hand here. That punches through for Arroyo.
Great adjustment there for Arroyo. I mean, blockers were still loaded up on Arroyo, but this time Arroyo was able to adjust using the hands of Fernandez there to get that point, not forcing to break the hands of Roslyn Dore Aquino.
11 points that time by Arroyo. I was just trying to make sure. Gandler in the combination. Troncoso. Mondonyedo. She had the right thing in mind. It's just that the blockers were still there.
Very much ready there. Anticipated that perfectly. I mean, it was an overpass of Mondonyedo. Tried to take advantage of that. But Dore Aquino, she's a smart blocker. She knows how to read the opponent.
Been there forever. Too close. Sabi na. Sabi na. Oh, but there's a call. There's a challenge.
Overreaching there called on Dore Aquino, but Cignal will try to challenge that one.
Sa mga naghapunan na, magandang gabi sa inyo. Kami hindi pa sa mga oras na ito. At,
it's gonna be a long one.
Siguro sabi nyo, kain muna tayo. Nandito pa ho kami. This is going to be bad. So much at stake, really. But we still will complete the play-in tournament on Thursday. This is not yet done. So my new favorite, the Reaching Beyond. Napaka ano eh. Buzz Lightyear.
Oh,
Reaching Beyond.
very
Yes.
clear there. The ball was still on the side of ZUS Coffee. Mondoñedo had a good hand on that one, trying to go for a one-hand set, but Doria Aquino got too excited on that one.
It was tempting eh.
Mhm.
Diba? When
Right.
you're there, it's tempting eh. Hindi mo naman naiisip na overreach ba?
Yeah.
Pag tinawag, di tinawag. That nipped the net. Gandler. There's Sosa. And look at this. ZUS Coffee beginning to feel very good with a set point arrival.
Right, earlier it was Mitch Gamit, but right now Arroyo has been instrumental here in the tail end.
Close. Blocked. But alive. Free ball given up now. Chance to score. And we're done. And look at this. ZUS Coffee trying to do what Galleries Tower did a few weeks ago. A few days ago, they have a 2-1 lead at the end of 3.
Player highlights, we got you covered. Subscribe now to the PVL YouTube channel. Subscribe!
$25-19 was the set that Cignal won. Since then, 2 straight sets have been won by the ZUS Thunderbelles, trying to win here today and hopefully win against Capital One again on Thursday to make their own entry into the next round. But Cignal's, they're a veteran team. They don't want it to end that simply. It could be decided by the set count, it's a different way to go into, but much better play by ZUS.
Right, the ZUS Coffee finally found their rhythm in that set. A lot of players coming alive. You mentioned Mitch Gamit as well as Shini Arroyo in terms of scoring, but the same number of attack points here for both teams. 14 attack points, 4 kill blocks for Cignal, 3 kill blocks for ZUS, but the service has been good on the side of ZUS. They have 2 service aces, but it was also the errors of the Cignal that really allowed ZUS to gain more momentum. I mean, service errors coming from Cignal, and ZUS just capitalizing on those errors. ZUS pushing hard, as you mentioned earlier, Sir Sev, kapit. Lakas ng kapit ng ZUS Coffee, because the 2 sets that they have won so far, it wasn't an easy set. Cignal has been putting pressure on them as well. But right now,
well said, yes.
the higher pressure, the bigger pressure is definitely on the Cignal HD Spikers if they'll be able to extend this one into 5 sets.
Now, if you're ZUS, you do not want to give this Cignal team a chance to recover here. You got to start strong. You got to finish this. You already lost 1 player, Juju Angeles. due to an injury. We are not certain as to what the injury is. I'm sure they're still assessing what it is in the meantime. But she is, as Lexi reported, not going to come back into the game. In the meantime, Jel Cayuna. It's one of the most quiet nights here at the Phil Sports Arena. Wrong position si Montoñedo. She gets to it. Good cross-court attempt by Arroyo. Good stretch by Troncoso, who's digging well. That punches through, but kept very much in play. Cayuna makes it a set. That's... Oh, good dive to the floor by Gonzaga. That goes through. Hoy, sabay may ano pa. May kendeng pa.
Stayed there on the net for a while, but you know, as I keep mentioning, Arroyo has been fearless all throughout.
Sabi ng mga millennial, ano yung kendeng naindak pa eh. Sige. Top set. Sabi na.
Well, for Cignal, this is not the kind of start they want.
No.
ZUS with clean points so far. Hit coming from Arroyo, a clean block coming from Chai Troncoso. But again, we keep mentioning that Cignal, they have been here for a while. They have been the contenders as well in the past few conferences. But they are playing one of their youngest lineups so far.
Yes.
I mean, we mentioned Vanny Gandler in her young career has been the go-to player. So again, another test of character here for Cignal in this match.
And this is a team in transition with so many players moving on to other places. In the meantime, let's tune in.
Nabablock, di ba? Anong sunod natin gagawin? Cover tayo. Ang nangyari kasi sa atin, pag gusto natin umatake, dapat puntos agad. Hindi. Ayaw mong makuha natin ng maayos. Ngayon, kung nabablock, cover natin ng maayos. Ha? Okay, tapos huwag pwede tigil. Tuloy-tuloy lang. Okay, basta mo lang. Basta. Ay, huwag yung palayain yan. Laban nyo.
Oh, there's nothing more to say than laban nyo.
Yeah. That's all they can do right now. Show some fight against a very confident ZUS Coffee.
This is a team that wants to prove itself also. From no wins last year, am I correct? Wala, no? Had to finally get...
They were in the bottom.
Yeah, they got 4 finally in the prelims. Lexi, what do you have? Let's go to you.
Well, 7AL, I do share the sentiment of, what Ayel mentioned about the Cignal HD Spikers really need to start more aggressively this time around. And as I said in my past report, this is really what they had envisioned in mind when they wanted to come into this match. Sabi nga nila, actually I got to spoke with Rose Doria earlier, and she told me na what works for the team is that Coach Shaq will just tell them reminders, so remind lang ni Coach Shaq what they need to do, and bahala na sila and figure it out what they have to do on court. And this time around, hopefully they're going to be more aggressive. They will play with more sense of urgency, with that more attention to detail, and hopefully get back to their fundamentals, as in their huddle reports they were saying to each other. Back to you, 7AL.
Boy, do they need all of those things you mentioned right now. They're behind 4-1. The tap. Gander got that with her 14th point.
Much point there for Cignal. Take a look at that one. I mean, if they badly need a point, Jel Cayuna will go to Vanny Gandler. Vanny Gandler there caught that donut hole.
Si Gandler, marami ng anggulong na master. Yung open, yung runner, pati yung gitna. Nabutasan sila. That'll make it 5-2. ZUS Coffee threatening to wrap this all up.
And right now, ZUS Coffee just playing cohesively here as a unit. Great soft touch there coming from Jovelyn Gonzaga.
13 points by Arroyo, Troncoso 12, Gagate 11, Gamit with 10, Gonzaga with 5. Talk of distribution.
Right, solid numbers.
Oh, lifted up by Arroyo, and good defense produces great offense.
And right now you sense the hesitation on the side of Cignal. They aren't as aggressive as they were in the past sets defensively. I mean, they were digging so good earlier, but right now ZUS Coffee just getting away with good attacks.
And see the body language, some doubt creeping in.
They need to shake it off,
I think,
especially
yeah.
while we are in the start of the set.
Yeah, I think Don has to yell at them. Lalong easy got that to bite. That was playable, but out of reach, really.
They need to get their intensity going here. That could be a good start for Cignal. That attack coming from Lalong.
Who has 11 points already in this match. We are, of course, in the 4th set. Gamit is denied entry. Long but-handed blast by Don Katindig.
And you know the attacks of Chai Troncoso, they're too sharp, they're too quick that sometimes you're not sure if it's gonna go in or out. So you really have to try to defend it. And you see really Don Makadili Katindig trying to stretch her arms for those attacks.
Lalim. And Lalong easy scalded by that short shot that brings us to the first technical timeout. The Thunderbelles looking good here in the 4th.
Na-miss niyo ba yung game namin? Kung na-miss niyo, subscribe na to our YouTube channel. Subscribe na!
Okay, 8-3 ang ating bilang dito sa set number 4. 5 ang lamang ng ZUS Coffee. But the question we pose, of course, is can they hang on? Because this is not an easy opponent. Cignal is right there, and I'm sure in this last break they want to recover from this 5-point gap there they find themselves in. On the other hand, Jovelyn Gonzaga trying to exert her leadership on this club, on this very young ZUS Coffee team. Versosas played well in relief, and look at that!
Arroyo has been fierce here for ZUS.
May swaga.
Yeah.
May swaga. 9-3.
Finding all angles to get some points here.
Ano yan? Yung swag ng MU. Which is well-deserved championship team. Mondoñedo. Gamit. Lalong isip. Jovelyn. Mondoñedo. Oh, well played. Well played.
What a set there coming from Mondoñedo. I mean, we haven't talked much about her, but you see the flight of the ball, just putting her attackers in a perfect position, a comfortable position to attack, not having to adjust so much.
Parang you sense from her body language.
Yeah.
Kung bala sa inyo.
Yeah.
Talon lang kayo dyan. Ikot lang kayo dyan.
That's the kind of setter you want.
Oh, you may leadership. Fernandez hits it long. Nanggigil. 8-point lead by ZUS Coffee.
Well, nothing going right here for Cignal. I mean, this is a big lead already for ZUS Coffee.
Not a lead you want to have against you in the 4th set. And you're down 2-1.
Some desperate moves here for Cignal.
2 setters.
Yeah. Seems like Jel Cayuna will play as an attacker.
Giselle C, who played for FPU, that shot is long, 12-3.
Too much attack errors here for Cignal. I mean, ZUS Coffee having an easier time here.
And Cignal will use another timeout.
Manitiwala kayo sa team natin. Ang ginagawa na lang natin, hinahaya na lang natin silang pumunta sa atin. Ha? Tapos nagbibigay pa tayo. Ha? Lugi tayo pag... Ha? Sige, baka muna ulit, atake ulit ng maayos. Ha? Okay?
Lumabang ka dyan, lumabang ka dyan.
Lumaban na.
Tapos gumiti kayo. Yung tunay ng ngiti. Signal! Awesome!
Giselle C, her body language. Kaya yan. Let's stay together.
Telling her teammates to calm down. They need to find their composure here.
1 point at a time talaga.
Yeah.
Wala namang isang spike na 9 points.
That's gonna be the mindset.
Oh, that is 1 point.
Yeah, and this is why Jel Cayuna is put as an attacker right now. She was an attacker before she was converted as a setter.
Yes. So, of course, Giselle C played for Shaq when Shaq was with the FEU.
Right.
And also has played on.
Yeah, a lot of experience on the pros.
Nawala sandali, bumalik. High flying Abil. It's alive. Free ball forthcoming. Cayuna. C. Juggling, can't get to it, too far away.
So let's see if C can be a game changer here. But so far things have gone well when she was put in. Great set there in the 3 quick.
Sinusubukan ng Cignal. Let's be happy. We're down by 7. But what can we do? There's no such thing as a one spike with 7 points.
Have to take it slow, but they need a run here.
Yeah.
They can't play side out.
Close. Mondoñedo. Katindig. It's alive. Might as well end it with Gamit. Is there a complaint? Is there a challenge? Sit and overreach. The referee Jocelyn is asking, are you challenging?
Net fault challenge there.
Yes, they are.
Yeah. Gamit had a good advantage on that one. Could have been nanggigil siya ng konti.
Or sana pinalo niya. Mas less ang chances na tawagan kung paluin mo talaga eh. That's the thing you miss when you stop playing this game. Yung regalos and everything. Ang laki ng bola eh, no? Hanggang dyan. Bang!
Easy points if you get a regalo.
Look at Judith Abel. Continues to be the happy person that she is. Trying to inject some life into the struggles of Cignal here in the 4th.
And she knows that's her role there with Cignal.
Ilang kape kaya ininom nito?
Baka nakalibre pa sa ZUS.
Sa ZUS.
But this is a crucial challenge.
Yeah, medyo. Ito. Net.
Oh. Very clear.
Yes.
Very clear.
At this stage, you want every point. It's 12-6.
Oh.
Na-freeze siya nung long gap.
Not the kind of response after a successful challenge. So they could have gotten that opportunity to gain more momentum.
Yeah, and that's why you saw Shaq De Los Santos turn away and disappointment. He does get disappointed occasionally. Abel gets the point back though.
Abel. Strong hands there. Heavy hit coming from Abel. Taking advantage of the loose hands of Mondoñedo.
Exactly.
Smaller blocker in the front row of ZUS.
We've got Doria Aquino. That works. Gagate using everything.
She asked for that set and she delivered. Still not the kind of height for Thea Gagate, but just enough for her to adjust and hit that ball.
Cayuna. Mondoñedo ready for it. Jovelin fires that left hand of hers. Ball in play. Gagate. Lalong isip. Lets it fly. Abil to the back row. That punches through, but still in play. Abil pushes. Troncoso is there. Gonzaga. Yes! She's been trying so hard to nail that southpost shot of hers. She got it.
And ZUS Coffee has been attacking in system. They look organized in all those sequences. Meanwhile, Cignal scrambling all throughout, so they had a better advantage to get that point.
Problematic, but they make do.
A good response there for Cignal, but again, they need to make a run here. They can't play side out. Great adjustment coming from Acuna. Floor defense for ZUS wasn't prepared for that.
Giselle C is drawn out. She's done her job.
Quality minutes there for C.
Buding Duremda is also getting to see some action, giving Dawn a break.
Oh, great dig.
Buding gets to it. That will be a point for Cignal. They will reach point number 9. They're down by just 6 right now.
Slowly but surely, Cignal trying to close the gap.
Lalong isip with 12.
In the back row that time, angling that perfectly.
Cayuna.
Strong serve.
Versosa. They don't force the issue. Dorendas is there. Cayuna setter anew. Problematic. Gonzaga. Mondoñedo makes it a set. Blocked, however.
Solid block there coming from Cignal.
Fernandez sealing that. And it's down to a 5-point lead. Watch this. Straight into the hands of Fernandez. Timeout by Jerry.
Isa
na, pag wala yung first ball, di na bali. Ha? Play, okay lang. Coverage tayo.
16 tayo.
Okay!
You know, this is a golden opportunity for ZUS Coffee right here, right now.
Right.
Don't want to waste it.
You want to keep the lead. I mean, Job Gonzaga say earlier, 16-16, just one more point away from a second technical timeout.
Let's get rid of Cignal today.
Right.
Deep. Blocked. And it's out. They get that 16 point. And we will...
Bitin ba kayo sa games? Watch all the replays on PVL YouTube channel. Subscribe!
Okay, far from over. This is still undecided. If you're ZUS Coffee, want to sew it all up, you are 9 points away. Parang ang layo pa nun, ano? If you're Cignal, you want to tie this up, stretch it to a 5th.
And we've seen it a lot here in PVL. Teams coming from behind.
Yes.
You know, getting a run and still getting a win. So there's still hope here for Cignal, but they need to play consistently.
Just to recap, first set went the way of Cignal, 25-19. The next two going ZUS's way. Durendes gets to it. Abil Mondoñedo says, I got it. Gonzaga off some defensive hands. Cayuna chases it. Fernandez straight into the arms of Mondoñedo. Gonzaga straight, but dug up nicely. Mondoñedo says, ba't ako uli? In the meantime, the shot. Down, Lorendes. Challenge? Yes, you can challenge. Is it on the floor? Wrong card brought up. Net fault. I thought it was... Hindi, wrong. Yan, it's...
Net
yeah,
fault,
net
yeah.
fault. Net fault. Okay. Tapos ni Referee Jocelyn, ano ba? Alin ba?
And this is a crucial challenge. Challenges like this that you have to stop the rally. You have to be sure.
Now that the play was in progress, there will be no point, di ba?
If this is unsuccessful, it's a point to Cignal.
Yes, because
You stop the rally.
bakit yung ginulo yung rally?
It was a good rally. So the coaching staff of ZUS must be really sure that there was a net fault for them to stop
I
the
thought
rally.
it was about being on the floor yung pick-up ni Durendes.
Yeah, it was a good one. Let's
Si
see.
Buding mahilig din maglinis ng sahig yan. In the meantime, we await the ang hatol ng inampalan.
Oh, but ZUS, they have been dictating the pace of
Yes.
the set, leading the way all throughout.
Yes, especially since the taking of the second and the third set.
And that's when Jov Gonzaga was put in. She really
Yeah.
was a game changer here.
She has stabilized his team. It's looking for leadership actually.
They needed that presence inside the court.
Yun ba yung, okay, nagkamali. Calm
Yeah.
down. Okay, let's... Naubos na ang music. Ah, hindi, meron pa.
It's taking some time.
Ano eh, it's a close call eh. Malapit sa net eh. One of the most difficult eh. Ako yung inside the net, mukhang huli na ito.
No, that was clean. It was the ball
Point,
hitting
no.
the white tape. So a point goes to Cignal.
Yeah. And that will make it just a 5-point fourth set. Ondañedo. Gagate gets the point back.
Thea Gagate, unstoppable on the net. I mean, you can't leave only one blocker against Thea
Yes.
Gagate. She has just too much advantage. I mean, it was even Jack Acuña right in front of her.
Yet this is a killer lineup.
Oh, yeah.
Paggamit,
Mhm.
Gagate, Arroyo,
A lot of weapons.
Troncoso, Gonzaga. Oh, good pickup on the floor. Durendes pushes it high. Lalong isip, missed it. And those are 2 straight points that will give ZUS Coffee just 7 more to work on. They will challenge, however.
Well, all Cignal can do now is hope to break the momentum of ZUS Coffee.
Yeah, out talaga eh.
That's what they're trying to do here.
Alam mo kasi yung challenge, it's also a strategic ploy
Yeah.
eh.
Especially in moments like this for Cignal, that they're kind of really trying to find a way to get their momentum, to get their rhythm.
It's really out.
Yeah.
May tapos na the more senior team. And this is an upstart, itong ZUS. Of course, they're holding on to their reputation. But I really feel this Cignal team is a team in transition. This is a new generation of Cignal HD Spikers. Durendes.
Oh,
Kept in play. Alert play.
Arroyo.
Arroyo has been all over the floor.
Yeah.
Gonzaga burns Durendes, but it's still in play. Lalong isip. Troncoso joust at the net. You're out of position, and they get scouted there.
Great show of patience there for Cignal. But ZUS Coffee also, you see them hustle hard on that floor defense,
Yes.
especially Arroyo. Just an all-around game for her so far.
Now the battle cry of Capit now is unfurled again for ZUS. On the other hand, if you're Cignal, you just have to fight back. Bawi ang habol mo rito. Acuña serve. Gonzaga taps it in. Nagkagulo na ayos. Battle at the net. Jel Cayuna gives it Lalong isip, and that's 2 straight points now for Cignal, cutting down the lead to 5.
And this is what they need, talking about Cignal. Just a points, a run for them. Doesn't have to be a clean attack, but every point will matter for them
any
now.
point at this juncture. Deep, Versosa.
Ooh.
That's out, read by Gonzaga. And the 19th point is on the board for ZUS Coffee.
Great setup there coming from Mondoñedo. Did not push that near the antenna. No, Cignal had to move that net defense.
Bill. Versosa couldn't get to it. She was out of position.
She had a good read on that. She went for that defense, but as you mentioned, it wasn't stable enough to get a good dig.
Once when you dig, when you stretch for it, most of the time you're out of position. Dorenda steady. Cayuna, lalong isip. Kept in play by Troncoso. Gonzaga. Downstairs, Abil. And Cignal still alive and kicking. Down by just 4.
Cignal finally finding their flow here. Better attacks coming from them.
Ito yung mahirap, PVL. Finishing the game. Closing the set.
And Cignal is a team that never gives up.
Blocked, reset, recalibrated, almost lost in the sequence. Oh, it's off the face of Fernandez, and that's where the problem started.
Yeah. Hesitation there on the side of Cignal. I mean, not the kind of errors they want to commit at this point.
It ended up in the face of Georgelin, and when he dug it up, ended up mess up yung kanilang reception. 5-point lead, not the safest. ZUS is 5 points away. Oh, inside.
Versosa and Arroyo letting that go.
Jerry jumping up and down.
He knew that it was a ball that they can easily take.
He was hoping to get Gagate in, but hindi pa swing sa front line. 4-point game. Blocked. Gamit. It's a free ball forthcoming. Attack mode.
Great dig.
Mondoñedo swings it. Fernandez. Ooh. Oh, yes, sir. Cignal is still in the running. Down by just 3. Timeout by ZUS Coffee.
Timeout, ZUS Coffee.
Nagpapanik.
Ay, dito tayo.
Wala na tayong timeout. Para ganung palo lang, tumalsik pa.
Kalma. Kailangan ka namin sa harapan. Kalma. Harapan ka. Inisip tayo kahit anong mangyari, ha? I-side out nyo.
Jovelyn Gonzaga, the veteran for ZUS, saying kalma. That's what they need right now. They are in the lead, a 3-point lead. So all they need right now is a quick side out to stop the momentum of Cignal.
Jovelyn trying to insert some smiles into the game right now for ZUS. Short, and the lead is now down to just 2.
And you feel that ZUS is feeling the pressure.
Yes, they are.
Of having to close out this in 4 sets. Uncharacteristic errors right now coming from ZUS.
Better floor defense by Cignal, and their defense is holding.
And they're alive and kicking right now. The Cignal HD Spikers. More aggressive from all ends of the court. Jel Cayuna winning the joust against Chini Arroyo.
Now, if you're Cignal, you want to hold on. Kapit naman from your end. Lalong isip. One pass. Back row hard at work. Their defense now airtight. And we are tied.
This is a good rotation for Cignal right now with Vanny Gandler on the front row. She can be easily utilized here by Jel Cayuna.
A counter 5-0 run by Cignal. Talk of drama late in the evening. Troncoso. Duremdes has been steady, huh?
Oh, yeah.
Gandler. Yes! And Cignal is back in the lead.
Oh, what a run here for Cignal.
6-0 run.
Showing some composure and maturity. And again, Gandler going for the cross-court angle. Too much for ZUS to defend.
Gritty stand by Cignal here. Lalong Isip doing a good job digging, and 2 straight points by Cignal to stay in the lead by 2.
And you now see the frustration on the side of ZUS Coffee because everything going well here for Cignal, and it has been Gandler attacking again and again. 7-0 run here. You have to credit Lalong Isip. Consistency on the service line.
Good point, and her digging has been impeccable as well. Oh, why not? Says ZUS Coffee. Why not score a big one right now? Get us back in the groove.
Took them a while to get that side out. But
better late than never,
yeah.
huh? Aying is going to come in to serve. Close and tight. Deep. Gandler gets it to punch through. And they have a 2-point lead.
Gandler has been unstoppable in the past few sequences. Not intimidated at all, despite 2 blockers right in front of her.
4 big points here in the 4th.
Proving that she can step up for the HD Spikers.
Being asked to be more than just a sophomore.
Oh, yeah.
In play. Gonzaga surprised the ball was still on their side. Nagkagulo ang Cignal.
Almost a miscue there between Gonzaga and Arroyo, but they got to recover just in time
Just
for
in
Gonzaga
time, yep.
to set up Arroyo. Feeling some tension right now for both teams.
Mondoñedo. Good skid by Lalong Isip on 2. Alive! Papaluin. Doremdes is there. Cayuna. Gandler denied, and it's hit out. And look at this. Cignal is at set point.
You have to credit the hard work of each one for Cignal. I mean, for Coach Shaq, he had to exhaust his players. We saw a lot of substitutions earlier, but finally something has worked here for Cignal.
Yes. That will work. Gagate.
Well, if there's one player who knows how to deliver the crucial points, it could be Gagate.
Might as well use all that length.
Crucial serve here for Arroyo.
Right into the heart of Lalong Isip's defense. Denied. Doremdes, however, keeping it afloat. Gandler. Troncoso surprise. And look at this. We are going 5. ZUS had their chances, but they missed out. 7-0 run by Cignal. And why not go 5?
Player highlights, we got you covered. Subscribe now to the PVL YouTube channel. Subscribe!
Play-in tournament loaded with tons of drama as teams want to get into the next round. No clarity, no assurance. You know, ZUS had their chances. They had the lead of 9 points, but that dissolved. Unti-unti. And Gandler had to sit down for a long time.
Right.
Tama ka, yung substitution pattern ni ako, yung turning point may have been the Giselle C and Kayuna being there on the floor at the same time.
It was also that unsuccessful challenge of ZUS that gave Cignal that one free point, and from there on, Cignal capitalized on that one. They knew they needed to make a run, and everyone really just chipped in from offense to defense, and it did work for them. As you see the numbers of your screen, Cignal out attacking ZUS, 20 attack points for Cignal, 15 for ZUS. 2 kill blocks apiece, 1 service ace for ZUS. ZUS even played cleaner volleyball, only committed 3 errors, but Cignal with 5 errors. But Cignal on the end stretch, they were solid, they were locked in. It was really their consistency. And Vanny Gandler was the most important offensive piece for Cignal towards the end stretch.
Now, ZUS with a golden opportunity. They lost the chance to end that game and just look forward to Capital One on Thursday. But, you know, as a volleyball player, you move on. You go to the next play. You can't do anything about that anymore. Cignal, if you look at them, they are together in prayer, trying to rally their team together here. ZUS knows they lost golden opportunities.
And for ZUS, they have to move on quickly. They can't, you know, linger on that frustration they felt after losing that fourth set. But Cignal definitely hoping that that momentum they had in the end stretch of fourth set, they'll be able to translate here in the fifth set.
Can't say enough about what Lalong Isip and Torrendes did defensively as they protected that back row.
Lalong Isip on the service line, but also sweeping the end court of Cignal and Torrendes. Not a single ball drop on the hands of Torrendes.
Walang nahulog dun eh. Well said, partner. In the meantime, we begin this race to 15. Kayuna. Lalim. 1-0. Their regalo is bounced upon.
This is the rotation that Cignal would want to start and would want to keep Kayuna, their best server, on the service line. And you have Gandler, Acuna, as well as Fernandez on the front row. Lalong Isip even an option on the back row.
Alam mo sa rotation ng volleyball, una lagi ang setter mag-serve. No? Oh, but good counter by ZUS.
Arroyo getting that first point for ZUS. Good front row right now for ZUS Coffee as well. You have Troncoso, Gagate, and Gonzaga. All the offensive-minded players.
Gandler denied, and it's out. Gandler off the block. Cignal by 1.
And that could be frustrating there for ZUS. They had a good read. They knew it was going to go to Gandler, but they need to press those hands in. A loose hand can be easily utilized by the attacker.
Lalo na malakas pumalo to si Gandler. Tighten the defensive screws, ano ha? Gandler with 21. Another 21-point game by Vanny Gandler. Gonzaga. Cut shot. Denied. Torrendes makes it a set. Lalong Isip. No way to go in.
Thea Gagate, she has been way too good guarding the cross-court angle.
So many good things happen for ZUS when she's in front. They maximize that length, her skills. She's going to serve right now. Tied at 2, and it's short. I think she may have tossed the ball too low. At gusto ko yung attitude ni Jerry. What can you do? Tapos na yun. We move on to the next play. short reception, but in play, Gonzaga hits it long. Uh-oh.
They got lucky.
They got lucky. They dodged the bullet there. Ano ang tawag? Net touch ba?
Touch, yeah.
Yeah.
She wanted to go for the hands to get a block touch, forcing Cignal to commit that error.
Jovelin's trying to get her timing back.
Oh, great dig.
Pushed over by Gamit. Lalong isip. Pushed high by Mondoñedo. Some defensive gems coming unfurled tonight. Versosa playing a lot of minutes in place of the injured player the other while ago, Angeles. In the meantime, that will work. Cignal back in the lead.
Cignal very aggressive in offense right now. No soft touches at all. Has all been power for them, breaking the blocks, getting the seams.
Palo lang ng palo. Oh, eto, si Fernandez. Versosa. Arroyo. Long.
Too long. ZUS needs to find a way to stabilize their first ball. You know, they have Mitch Gamit in the front row right now. She is a lethal attacker, but without a first ball, you can't set up Mitch Gamit.
The only thing I know is that if Cignal wins, they're moving forward.
Oh,
you know?
yeah. Do or die for ZUS.
Oh, Gandler back in business. 22 markers. And suddenly the grip of ZUS on the game has loosened a bit here.
Ulit. Dos, kaya mo to. Panindigan mo to. Kailangan Isa lang. Kaya mo yan, papunta naman sa yung defense. Pasok mo lang yung katawan. Let's go.
Defense has worked for ZUS in the past few sets. Right now, that's what they need. They need to find a way to get their defense going.
Mondoñedo. And that's hit out. They got 1 point out of that.
Good response after the timeout. Versosa with a good first ball. Gamit again being utilized.
They really need to swing that rotation as efficiently as possible because they need Gagate in front.
Right.
Uh-oh. Torres out of position. Here comes ZUS knocking at the door. Shaq will try to settle down his club.
Huwag kayo mag-deal doon sa mga error sa'yo. Kailangan ulit, establish muna ulit ng magandang pasa, atake tayo ulit. Ha? Boy, ha? Tatlo attacker mo, ha? Okay?
Let's go.
Kaya nyo na yung error na yun, ha? Patayin ng 1, ha? Okay? O, sige, go.
Let's go. Sumipisid ha. Hindi pwede malate.
Pagka-pito ng referee, sineserve niya agad. Pwesto ka na agad kaya.
Coach Chuck reminding the players that they don't have to dwell too much on those errors. They need to move on quickly because slowly but surely here, ZUS Coffee finding the rhythm.
And they are not just tapping on the door. Rotation problem. A rotation error by
apologizing.
And Jel knew it.
She was even surprised.
And she knew it, eh,
Yeah,
no?
she knew it. It was her, Jel Cayuna.
Oh, look at this. ZUS Coffee getting a rush of adrenaline and oxygen boost here. They're in the lead.
Also there with an ace.
They'll take anything here.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Oh, but they don't want to give away anything as well.
And Cignal will take that one and hope that they can capitalize on that error. And in the 5th set, you have to be careful, you have to be mindful because errors like those you really don't want to commit.
Mondoñedo Yes, Gamit knew it. She went full swing. Gamit with not just a decent game, but a good game of 13 points. And we will change.
Na-miss niyo ba yung game namin? Kung na-miss niyo, subscribe na to our YouTube channel.
That's right, 7AL. You know, it's two different stories for both of these teams, but as both of these teams as well fight through fatigue and frustration. For the Cignal HD Spikers, you know, the message is clear after that fourth set. Gising naman kayo. That is what Coach Schaff reminded the girls, especially before this set started. And you know, complacency isn't just an option, especially against a team that refuses to back down like the ZUS Coffee Thunderbelles. This fifth set for them isn't just about closing the match, it's about proving something bigger. You know, a win here could mean so much more than just another tally in the standings. And it's not just the veterans leading the charge. Young players like Flo Mondoñedo and Miss Gamit are stepping up in huddles, showing that leadership isn't just about experience. It's about seizing the moment when the team needs it most. Now, it all comes down to who wants it more. Back to you, 7AL.
And being in the moment, being mindful, these are the things that matter, as Cayuna does what she does best. Dump it in with two hands.
And it's always a timely 1-2 play.
We're tied at 8. Nobody blinking right now.
You sense that Cignal is confident, but you feel the tension on the side of ZUS.
All the sports metaphors, cliches coming into play now. Alive. I thought I heard a whistle, but it was a shriek. In the meantime, Cayuna, that's tough. That's a hard angle. Gandler could not strike. Arroyo can. It's down and out.
No, Arroyo has been very productive today.
19.
This time powering through the hands of Acuna.
Mondoñedo.
Out of system.
Gandler sends it straight into the defensive arms of Troncoso. That's denied. Lalong isip. Cayuna resets. It's playable. Mondoñedo right there. This is Arroyo striking. Doremdes receiving. Cayuna alanganin. Pero nagawa ng solusyon. Arroyo taps it gently. Could not get to cleanly hit it. Gandler does. Mondoñedo. It's in the air. Tapping. We are alive.
Long rally. Chance ball.
Versosa. Set. Too close. Arroyo!
Arroyo! Again, but you see their faces right now in ZUS. You feel the exhaustion with that long rally.
Sinasabi ko nga sa'yo, mag-stay ka muna dyan. Pag nag-check saka ka tumakbo. Kasi dyan lang nila dinitin yung buhay. Okay? Sige. Hey, 2 points lang naman yan. 2 points lang, ha? 1 point at a time muna. Again, habulin lang muna ulit natin, ha? Malayo pa yan. Pero check-in muna natin. Habol, ha? Okay, go. Wala, ha?
Both sides giving you a thrilling, entertaining, engaging battle here.
As expected.
As expected. Fighting for their tournament lives here. That's... Oh, in the corner. Jerry thought they had it. He's asking his coaches, was it out? It was in.
Clean attack there, that combination play. Full 3 blockers of ZUS.
Boy, these players are probably tuckered out at this juncture, but the adrenaline of the match keeping them on their feet. They want to win here. Gagate! When the rotation swings for Taya to be in front, they're in business.
I mean, Thea Gagate, the moment she goes for that swing, you'll just hope you get at least a rebound against her.
Some kind of coverage.
Because she's very hard to defend.
Some kind of deflection. Cayuna, Gandler flying. Arroyo sustaining the defense there. Oh, look at Cayuna pick it up from way downstairs.
Oh.
That's denied. Doremdes Gandler That's deflected. Chance. Oh! Jovelyn Gonzaga with a bullet.
Two explosive attacks coming from ZUS Coffee. Agate earlier this time. Jov Gonzaga feeling their confidence going here.
They lead by 3. A race to 15. Still anybody's game. Cayuna sets up Gandler.
Great rebound.
Versosa is there. Mondoñedo, Troncoso is in the air. Cayuna, Doremdes, Gandler. Ooh, in play. Gandler, in play. Troncoso is there. Let's try it with Jovelyn. Ooh, natula si Doremdes. Mondoñedo drops to the deck. It's out.
No, not the way you want to end a long rally. A miscue there.
No, walang misread eh, no?
Yeah.
Saka yung offense just sputtered there. Some fatigue setting in, huh?
And you know, for Cignal, you don't really want to give them an opportunity. They showed what they can do, especially in that fourth set.
Yeah, you don't want to give them a chance to breathe again. You're leading by 2 here, but Gandler, they want to recover here. Kept in the play by Arroyo. Troncoso sees a hole, but Cayuna covers it. Blocked.
Great coverage. Oh, they recover.
Ball is already dead, according to referee Del Rosario, but I feel a challenge forthcoming here.
For ZUS Coffee, they will hope that this is a successful challenge, just an opportunity to replay the point here. But you see both teams, all players trying to catch their breath here.
Oh, yeah, and we too as well. We hope wherever you're catching us, different platforms, we hope you're enjoying the action of the play-in tournament.
Floor touch challenge here.
Shaq de los Santos knows how tired these players are, bringing over water bottles.
I mean, for ZUS, you see them hustle on the floor defense, making it difficult for Cignal here to convert a point.
You know, as their participation continues, this team has potential.
Oh, yeah.
Pag ito buo yung lineup nito. And they know who their core is. This is going to be an interesting decision.
Players off the bench also are able to step up if given an opportunity.
By the way, earlier today, we had a 4-set win. Look at this.
Clearly a good ball there, no floor touch. So successful challenge here for ZUS Coffee. Well, they get to replay the point here.
By the way, earlier we had a win by Cherry Tigo that sends them into the battle against Creamline. That's for the days ahead. On Thursday, we still complete the play-in tournament. You were saying we replay the point, no? 2-point lead by ZUS Coffee. Cayuna has been so alert defensively. Fernandez. It's alive.
Thank you.
They play long, but Gandler is there. Troncoso. Mondoñedo, too tight, but alive. Gagate is there. Jovelyn, almost, but not quite. Troncoso, yes!
What an angle there for Chai Troncoso, but you have to credit the floor defense of ZUS once again, not giving up. But Chai Troncoso there, what an angle. Avoiding the blockers, avoiding the remdes.
So many chances for them to lose the point.
Right?
Si Nico, binalikat.
Lahat na.
Total anatomy approach.
But their hard work on defense so far has been very effective for them.
3-point lead. Cayuna. Oh, Mondoñedo. They don't want to waste it. Gagate. Jovelyn. Jovelyn denied.
tried to go for a placement shot. Wasn't the strongest of hits coming from Gonzaga.
Playable by the defense eh.
Cignal definitely had a good read on that.
Saka parang slow-mo yung dating. Madaling
Handing it
talunin.
over to the blockers.
2-point lead by ZUS Coffee. They had chances earlier in the fourth, but that's a thing of the past. Mondoñedo in play. Problematic, but in play. Below. Versosa in play. Becomes a set.
Good touch.
Cayuna just alert.
Chance ball.
Fernandez. Versosa, Mondoñedo. And it's out. It goes to Cignal.
Lucky
1-point game. Yep.
Lucky break there for Cignal. I mean, Gamit. It was a regalo, but Gamit could not take that
I agree.
opportunity to hold on to that point.
Oh boy. Anybody's game. Mondoñedo. Troncoso. They bring their team to match point.
Troncoso has been key here in the crucial stretch. But Troncoso also very familiar of the system of Cignal.
The Bionic Yalonga serving for the match. Defense is there. Chance to end it right here. But it won't happen. Mondoñedo says, let's try again. Kept alive. Lalong isip. Durende sends it to Versosa. From Coso! And look at this! ZUS Coffee with a major win against Cignal, giving them a chance to move into the next round with still one game to play.
I mean, massive effort coming from all players from ZUS Coffee. But Chai Troncoso keeping it in, keeping it stable in the end stretch, delivering the crucial points. But at the end, it was a team effort for ZUS Coffee. Versosa stepping up for Angeles, but Mondoñedo stabilizing the offense and everyone just chipping in points, and that's how you win against Cignal HD Spikers.
And you know, can't take anything away from Cignal. They stayed alive. They could have died in that fourth set, but they hung on. Kumapit sila and had their chances to win this game as well. But look at this. This is such a big win for this ZUS Coffee team.
Cignal again fighting hard until the tail end, but their efforts just wasn't enough because, as you mentioned earlier, Sir Sev, ang lakas ng kapit ng ZUS Coffee, and they showed that they can compose themselves towards the end. We were feeling that tension on the side of ZUS in that fifth set, but they gave a good fight against Cignal today.
Still undecided. The games on Thursday will form part, except for the other half, which is already clear. Ito, laging masaya magulo to. Hindi lang naman yung best player ang kinakausap, yung buong barangay. Lexi is, sino best player natin?
We have Arroyo with Lexi Rodriguez right now.
Chini Arroyo.
You're right, our best player of the game is none other than Chini Arroyo from the ZUS Coffee Thunderbelles. Chini, you're one win away from, securing your spot sa quarterfinals. Kamusta kanina? Medyo nagiging emotional yung iba, kahit ikaw yourself. Anong tumatakbo sa isip mo ngayon, lalo na ang haba, yung fatigue, yung frustration, anong nasa isip mo ngayon?
Iniisip lang namin kailangan namin matawid dito kasi very important game talaga to. Kaya ginagawa namin yung best namin kung ano man yun. Kahit anong mangyari, guys.
Kahit anong mangyari talaga, sabi nga ni Chini. Chini, kanina nakapag-usap din tayo saglit. Sabi mo, kailangan talaga namin tong ipanalo. Lahat, even with Juju coming out of this game, how much of a morale booster, a confidence booster is this win for you guys?
Kumukuha lang kami ng lakas sa isa't isa kasi if hindi, parang ginagawa na namin yung best namin, and yun nga, lagi nagre-remind sa amin yung coaches namin and dates namin na kailangan namin makuha ito kasi importante nga para makatawid kami.
Sa next game. iba daw yung tawid. But you know, yeah. But you know, how much of a preparation are you going to do against Capital One Solar Spikers?
Siguro po back to, hindi naman kami yung pataasan agad. Back to zero ulit kami. Kailangan ulit namin pagtrabahuan lahat. Yun lang. Step by step.
Yes. Meron ka bang mga gustong batiin?
Ba't ka natatawa? Gusto ko lang batiin yung family ko nasa likod. Si Ate Jackie, Tita Nimya, si Tia Bang, yung pinsan ko, yung jowa ko, and yung mga friends ko. And syempre yung mama at papa ko. And thank you sa ZUS family, kina Tito Frank, sa boss namin. And yung syempre hindi ko magagawa ito kung wala yung teammates ko.
Congrats, Chini, and to the rest of the ZUS Coffee Thunderbelles. Stefania, what do we have next?
Thank you very much, Lexi Rodriguez with our best player team. Just a quick glance at some of the numbers. They will not be able to tell the entire story. I think the story was in that 4th and 5th set kung saan yung drama talaga umandar. But here are more games. We're not done with the play-in tournament. This is on Thursday. This is a game. This is important. They're probably out of it, but they'll still play.
You want to give your all still. Despite, Charitigo already moving to the quarterfinals. But this is the most important game, especially for ZUS Coffee. They have another chance to move forward to the quarterfinals, but they need to get a win against Capital One. But Capital One definitely would still want to stay alive.
Yeah,
it's going to be on Thursday,
yeah.
March 13 here in Telsports.
That'll make it a merry mix-up, and we'll count the sets and everything. Okay, that'll be it for us. We'd like to thank Yael Estraniero. We'd like to thank Lexi Rodriguez. We'd like to thank all of you for joining us here for this great game and a big win by ZUS Coffee. And we hope to see you soon. And that'll be on Thursday. And we'd like to reconnect with you and keep the heart of volleyball pounding and throbbing. Good night.